And if you don't know me, I'm Burn Beauty 2018. My name is Tanya Meisenbach. I am a 52-year-old DV. That means what? I can't say it out loud. Domestic burn survivor. And I'm grateful to be here. I'm very, very grateful to be here. I still be alive. So even though I got to fix my eyebrows, they are glued on. I got to fix that, and I got to put in my contacts. Welcome in. So if you know about narcissistic abuse, which I didn't, we'll just say NA, because too many things will keep my numbers down. But if you know about it, please listen to survivors, because it will not get better. If you think that your person is a narcissist, then please know that they definitely are, or at the very minimum, they are toxic and emotional. The way they control you emotionally is not harmless. It is not harmless. It can turn into violence, even if they haven't ever done anything against you. Like mine. I wasn't being physically touched all those years. Hey, Stephanie, thank you. Y'all please share, tap, tap, tap. We're going to do 250,000 likes today. Not sure how long I'm going to stay on. I've got like all this in my heart. We're just going to get it done. Definitely 3 hours. We're going to do makeup, because I'm a makeup artist too. Hey, I'm good. I'm feeling beat. Look at my brows healing. This redness is where I got the old brow removal. I had bad tattoos that I have underneath my eyebrow wigs, but they were all the way up here, and it was driving me nuts because I had to keep my brows too high. But now I think they're too low. I need to adjust them to get kind of the arch back in. I'm kind of like finding my new place until I get new tattoos. But look at my lips. It's still a little bit peeling, but y'all know I would have to put on Benetint every day because my top lip isn't really a lip, and it had no color. Had no shape. When I got burned, my face had to be replaced twice, and I didn't have nostrils, and I didn't have a top lip. So they tried to replace the top lip with a piece of skin from my abdomen, which is great. It works well. My mouth can close because it wouldn't close in the beginning. I can eat, I can drink. Very grateful, but it wasn't pink. It looked like skin. Hey, looked like skin instead of tissue, like your lip is. Your lip is tissue, not skin. So I just, I heard of Ruth Swissa in Beverly Hills, and she's a permanent makeup artist that's been on like Botched, if you've ever watched it. And she's been doing permanent makeup in Calabasas is her real hometown, like where the Kardashians are, but she does come to Beverly Hills once a week. Thank you so much, LP. Thank you. I thank you for the crown. So she does that, and I was interested in getting my lip done and also introducing her to Face Forward International, which is the nonprofit that just reconstructed my nose. Now, I lived in their house for 9 months. It got me out of my situation where I was still close to the person who set me on fire, close in physical proximity, and I was afraid he's going to come get me because he's not in jail. He was never arrested or questioned. There was just so much happening, but I wanted to introduce her because she's done a lot of work for a lot of burn survivors over the past 15 years. And there's a lot of really good permanent makeup artists, but aren't they good? A lot of really good permanent makeup artists, but they don't know how to work with burn survivors. And the number one thing she told me is like, it's not just 1 or 2 and done. Might have to work on this for 8 months. She's like, I'll do it. You just have to know you're a project. So she did my lips first time. She'll do them again in August. Removed my old brows with the laser. That part hurt. All right, that was uncomfortable, but the lips didn't. You can see where it was too high. Oh, thank you for the butterflies. I love that gift. Isn't it pretty? Hey, good baby, how are you? Thank you. But yeah, so she did that, and she's going to do eyeliner because I don't have lashes. If you just add a bit of liner, it would define my eyes. So just when I wake up in the morning or I'm talking to you before I do my makeup, that I actually look more natural to who I used to be before. You know, like I have eyebrows when I wake up in the morning. I have a lip when I wake up. I don't have to put on thin tint. And I'm so grateful. And I think she can also tattoo away. I don't like this peak of darkness. I don't even mind this part because I'm going to put like bronzer anyway, right? Thank you, Nick's Buttermilk. Nick's Buttermilk. Nick's Butterfly. It's like Buttermilk. Thank you. Thank you, Coach Man. So yeah, I'm pretty excited. Get rid of that little peak. This can look like that. My nose was just reconstructed, so it's just gonna have to be left alone. And the skin came from up here. Thank you. I want justice for me. I'm honestly, I'm just feeling worn out by all the nonsense in the world right now. But that's because I was like hacked, scammed, Facebook page stolen. It was a very, very good scam. You guys could not trust. Maybe the email looks like it came from Meta, or maybe it looks like it came from an institution or something. And you click reply, it's legit. Yeah, just don't. All I can say is just don't. Just don't. Is Ryan James in here? Hey, boo. Yeah, I got to work to put them brows on, right? So I'm excited. I gotta fix. They're too high right here, and I've got to adjust them. I'm not used to it. I've been having to follow the pattern of the old failed brows, and now it's like I can put them where I want. I feel cute. You know what a difference this makes? Just having color on my top lip. It's amazing. Hey, Lori, I gotta put my contacts in. I put my contacts in with this thing. Where do I put my contacts? Gotta put my contacts in. Gotta fix my brows. Let's do some makeup. I've got some new makeup. Look at this palette I got in my box for the makeup lovers. Look at this guy. Hey, I'm gonna put my eyebrows in. Thank you, Shell. Or is it Shelly? Look at that. I don't know if this is a good brand, but that is a pretty palette. And it's just like all your neutrals. It's a lot of browns, but child, please. A liner. Got a little green to it. I love this. A little sparkly. I love it. It's the Beauty Bible. BYBLE. And I got it in my monthly subscription. I chose it. So we're just going to try some things, play with makeup. I don't have anything else. I can put on any makeup I want today. Oh, thank you. It's so amazing. I tell you when people come in and say, you're so pretty. And I see it. Like, I feel pretty. Now, of course, a lot of people come in and say, be honest with her. She's not, but those people are ugly in their heart. Like the people that try to keep you down. Thank you, Tammy. So anyway, I think Ruth is now going to work with Face Forward, because every time I meet a burn survivor with a facial burn and they don't have brows, the first thing they comment on is my brows. And these are eyebrow wigs. And I've hooked up a lot of survivors with the eyebrow wigs. But if we have a tattoo artist that can make it work, then that's awesome too, And I kept telling them, no, tattoos won't work because of the way mine faded in like weeks, like a month and a half, they faded and to nothing. But they wouldn't fade all the way away, so they were just a problem. Yeah, these are glued on brows, and they're going to get a little adjustment in a minute, and they're not quite glued on. These are called lashy brows, and anyone can wear them, whether you have brows or not. You just have to trim your brows down. They look nice. This wig is nice. Yeah, beauty comes from within. Oh, hooked by Becca. Wow, I'm so glad it did. I'm so glad it did. That's what I want people to know. I didn't know what it was. Did y'all? Yeah, check it out. Yeah, they don't have them on here. I love the TikTok shop. They don't have them on here. Go to Lashy Brows, one word, and you'll find them. I'm wearing the J-Lo. You'll see they have different names. I'm glad it saved you, Becca. Did anybody know? I had no idea what narcissistic abuse was. Or I better stop saying the word. What NA was. I didn't know what a narcissist was, Like, I thought just that my ex was, like this is marriage. There's hard times. You need to get through it. Stand by your man. Tammy Wynette singing, stand by your man. Yeah, you think you're going crazy. Absolutely right. You think you're going crazy. And if the longer you stay away from them, the more you heal because your body isn't working properly. It truly isn't. Thank you, Judy Garcia. Thank you, Becky. Yeah, you truly are losing it. Your body is misfiring. It took me months after I got to the other coast to feel safe and for my body to start to regulate and be calm, to be able to sleep. And that would be whether he set me on fire or not. It was a problem in my life. Right at the end, before it happened, thank you, before it happened, I would feel, when you look at the pictures, my eyes are just dead. There's no glitter. There's no glimmer in my eye. My face was puffy. I had gained weight. I clearly wasn't taking care of myself. There were times where I didn't want to get out of bed. I thought the problem was me, like I'm suffering depression, and my depression causes him to get upset, and then he goes out and does, disappears. No, you don't cause any grown person to do anything that they don't want to do. Regardless of what's going on with you, they can behave a certain way. It's not your fault that they're bad people, and it will drive you crazy. Thank you. Yes, my narc set me on fire. And then after he did it, I believed it was an accident. The police didn't question him because I'm brown and he's not, and we were in North Georgia. But then I believed that it was an accident, and he told me, he went back to love bombing. I woke up from a coma 2 months later, right? A coma, and he's like, oh, I really see, being without you, I can see, like he's had an epiphany. Why didn't you know to be a good husband before? But anyway, now I know how much you do, and I'll be better to you. And I thought, well, this accident happened, but at least it was so bad that I didn't have a face. I couldn't walk, I couldn't talk. I just woke up from a coma. But I thought, well, at least my marriage will be better. Isn't that sad? Thank you, Sarah. Y'all keep joining and click that thing up there, that heart by my name. Y'all got to click that to join the fan club, and that helps me build my algorithm back so we get thousands of people in the room. Today, I don't have a card up for that reason. Okay, hold on. I have hard contacts, and I put saline solution in them. Thank you, Nancy. They're called scleral. For my next party trick, I'll put in my scleral contact. Ugh. Sometimes they take a minute to settle into place. I need to get new ones. A healer? I don't know. What would a healer do for me? I'm open to it, but what? I'm really, really open to it. Is it prayer and belief? Did my contact come out or is it in? It's in. My vision is so bad. My eyes were damaged from the fire. No, I always wore contacts. My vision wasn't great, but I took smoke damage from the fire. No, I always wore contacts. My vision wasn't great, but I took smoke damage. Or hold on. Begin. I don't know how to do it. Hold on. Show my age sometimes, right? I'm like, how do I do that fancy? My kids would be yelling at me. No, I don't miss him at all. He was horrible for 20 years. Now, I know that won't be true for everyone. Missing them is a big deal, and that's what lures you back in. But it's not that you miss them. It's that you have a trauma bond and you think you can't live without them. And things feel odd without them. Hey, Silver Weaver, thanks. Y'all click that heart at the top. Join my team. Join my team or whatever it is. That really, really helps me grow. Thank you. Yeah, you're going to miss them, and that's what drags you back in. I guess that being afraid of being without him is what kept me in for so long. But after being fit on fire, yeah, I mean, set on fire, you miss them, and that's what drags you back in. They're very deceptive. And after you leave them, they're going to go back to love bombing and, they're going to go back to being that person you've been trying to get them to be the whole time. So it makes it hard. Makes it hard for people. Thank you, Goldrin. Goldrin Summit, thank you. Y'all keep sharing. I want like 1,000 people in the room before I start doing my makeup. We gotta get this party started. Mama don't show up. I love all the people in the room, but I'm trying to build it because I really need to. This is my earnings, so I really need to make sure elevate my TikTok presence. I'm gonna try to do this every day because I am in a world of ish right now. Y'all don't even know. All I could do is pray. I read my Bible some this morning. I'm trying to get back into the habit. Get up, have my tea, read some, look at my organizer journal. I need to add exercise, but I really hate to exercise in the morning. I always, no matter what, even when I was in the best shape, I hated to exercise in the morning. But I think now it would be good. I think I just couldn't back then because I had the kids and work. Thank you so much, Afrocentric. Thank you. Thank you all so much. Thank you, Heart Puff. Thank you, Lemon Lion. Lemon Lion, that's cute. Thank you, Jen Jen. No, Mama Bear, he didn't get charged. Yeah, I like evening exercise. Welcome in, everybody. I'm Tanya, Burn Beauty 2018, and Mama Bear just asked, did he get charged? And he didn't even get questioned. So if you don't know me, I was with a narcissist for 15 years, married. We got married in 2008 and renewed our vows outside the country every 5 years. Because he thought that'd be a way to renew our vow. Probably for him as a narcissist, it was a way to start over from all the bad stuff he did in the previous 5 years. Now that I know what I know about narcs, and now that I realize like he was always lying, he was always cheating, I didn't think he ever was. I thought he was so honest. I don't know how I could be tricked into thinking that a person who is literally always lying is so honest. Oh, hey, and it's spelled just like that, Mama Bear. But, yeah, so we got married. And you know what? Before we got married, it was already a problem. A soul tie. Yeah, a trauma bond. Soul tie, trauma bond. I don't have products up. I'm going to tell you what they are today. If a product pops up that y'all really, really need from my TikTok shop, I'll tell you. But I'm really going to go for engagement today. All these things are in my TikTok shop if you click the thing. Thank you, Mama Bear. So these are Rice Water Bright makeup wipes, and they come from the Face Shop. I get them on the TikTok shop. I do have a link if you click my name right there and you click showcase on my page. Thank you, Mama Bear. It will take you to my showcase, okay? We'll do another one where we can actually shop, but let's do some information today. So yeah, we were married. It was bad before we got married, just to be honest. He was already, looking back, he was already cheating. Probably, I don't think he has the ability not to cheat because he's really not all that desirable. Now, I'm going to say, he really isn't when you look at it now. He didn't have anything going for him, and he's rude. He's going to be a problem. Not very desirable. So, and when I say cheat, I mean likely paid. Ugh. That makes me ick. That gives me a thing right there when I say it. So I feel so naive, but it's not naivety. It's not. It's something different. It's evil. So anyway, got married after 4.5 years because it was my second marriage. I got married really young the first time and had my kids. Thank God I didn't have kids with him. So there's not that tie, At least there's not that. But we, spent 15 years together, and it was always him doing things that really would trigger me, like disappearing, because I have abandonment issues. My mother left me with my grandmother as an infant, and I've always had this issue underlying, because there is going to be something in you that makes you susceptible to this. It's not your fault. It's not naivety. Thank you, Helen Stein. Thank you, Dominus. It's not that, but it's an unhealed wound in you that you'll have to go back and work on as well. And you think you're working on it. You think you're healing it with them because they take advantage of it, right? They take advantage of that unhealed wound because when you meet them, they're going to ask you all types of questions. And it's going to appear that they are so interested in you, but they're not. They're gathering information. They are gathering information. So my thing was abandonment, and he would get mad, turn off his phone, disappear all night. And I still never thought like he's cheating. I thought he clearly had a drinking problem. So I thought like, oh my God, he's got so this. It's the alcoholism that pulls him out. We need to heal that. Literally got him going to AA. I'm going with it. All kinds of things that I'm trying to do to fix it. You know. And who's texting me? Hey, Paris. So when I think about it, it's just like, dang it. So disappearing was the biggest thing he would do because as soon as he turned off that phone and disappear, my anxiety would go through the roof. And now I'm calling, I'm texting, I'm worried. Oh my God, something must have happened to him. He wouldn't do this to me again. Seriously. I would think that something must have happened because he would not do this to me again. Because how could anybody do that? Right? If they love you, why would you do that? My kids are okay. They're not his kids. They were more than good with him being not a part. I don't think they were never fond of him. Your kids can't watch you dealing with something like that and be okay with it. Unfortunately, we don't listen to them or they don't feel like they're in a position. Thank you, Rachel Lee. Thank you for the gifts. I love those butterflies. I just got to get 10 of those, I think, today. Yeah. Well, I left him because he sent me, I was set on fire, y'all. Set on fire. So I'd spend the night like looking for him. Thank you, Rachel Lee. I love that. I gotta hold it. I forgot to hold it. Yeah, it's bad because you think you've been fighting this whole time for a marriage, thinking that it's kind of like your identity. You're here, Silver Weaver. You're here. You're not going to give up on him. You're not going to let the alcoholism beat him. Oh, look, that was really coming off. See where they removed the tattoo? It's under there, all the redness. But you see how much too high it was? This is prosthetics glue. I've been moving my brows around a lot because I'm trying to get used to, they normally don't come off that way unless you keep pushing them around. And I'm trying to get used to being able to put them where I want them. So I keep looking at myself and I'm like, no, it's not right. Like that one's all right. So normally they stay on. I keep them on for 30 days about. Then I trade them to a new pair. You don't have to wear them that long. You can wear them just for a night or something. But I digress. So thank y'all all for the gifts. Thank y'all for coming in. Please share the live and continue sharing and liking. So it's hard to say. It's hard for me to even talk about like all that disappearing. That was the main thing he would do. And then he would say that he had to disappear because he just can't deal with me. You know, I always overreact. So because I get mad at him for doing something bad, now he's going to turn off the phone and show me, like, you shouldn't get mad at me. Now I understand it. I didn't understand it then. Now I get it. They lack personal responsibility, usually because their mother didn't give them any, or gave a mother wound. They lack that. Nothing is ever their fault. He doesn't even think setting me on fire was his fault. He won't talk about it if he thinks you're recording, but he did once say that he was angry. Like after he knew that I remembered. And he alluded to the idea that he did that because he's angry. So my fault that he had to set me on fire. Like what? Sometimes you just have to feel bad for him. Because to be that sick, that mentally ill is astounding. To be that mentally ill and blame it and tell others that they in fact are the ones that are ill and never seek treatment for it is weak. And that is why they will never get better. When we talk about narcissists, it's one thing that has zero possibility it's going to get better for you. You have to leave them. Thank you. Thank you. I got to fix this brow. I can't do my makeup until I get this brow in the right place. I'm feeling kind of obsessive right now. Get a little OCD. Let's see how well it's stuck down. Dang it. I don't want to mess up the brow. If you fumble with it too much like that, you will mess up the direction that the hair is laying, because they are human hair wigs, you know? So it's like on a PVC, or I don't know what you call it, like a clear plastic background. Not plastic, but you know what I'm saying. Thank you, Miran. Thank y'all for the gifts and the likes today. Yeah, so if you're in, no, he didn't get any jail. He didn't get arrested. So for the lady who said you've been with a narcissist 12 years, you need to get out. You do, but you need to get out quietly and carefully. You don't need to discuss it. I always say you don't need to discuss it. There is no closure. There is nothing you're ever going to say or they are ever going to say that is going to make it okay. And there's nothing they're ever going to say that's genuine. They're always going to lie. They are hopeless. And I don't say that about a lot of things. I'm brown and he's not. In North Georgia, he didn't even get. We were sitting out by the fire pit that night, so it's not like it wasn't random caught on fire. He was able to say that it was a flare-up. And I believed it too for a few years, however long it's been. But you know what? I'm a strong believer in things happening exactly the way they should. And if I hadn't believed it and stayed in the position I was in to heal, I wouldn't be sitting here right now. I would just be in a home somewhere, because I wouldn't have had the resources to do the things I've done to get started doing this. And so I know it's okay. I wish it wasn't that way, because it scares me thinking about being with him. Him not being charged, you know, I don't want to say too much about that, but things always come back to you. You know, things always come back. But I can't say much because I'm sure he's watching. There's no way he's not watching, because once you just go no contact with them, that drives them crazy when you won't give them the time of day. And I stopped giving him the time of day last year. Why did I just do that? I stopped giving him the time of day last May after he had me arrested with a lie. A bullshit. Oh, sorry. Sorry. See, when I start talking about him, all bets are off. I might start with the profanity. You never know. Because he's just that disgusting. It's not that I'm that angry. It's that he's that disgusting. It's hard for me to think of, you know, most of us want to help other people and be kind, but they really don't. They don't want to help. They're almost demons. I don't want to give them that. I don't want to say that, though, because then that gives them another excuse for their behavior. Oh, it's not me. Not me. I need an exorcism. You know? They always find a way. And everything, dang it. That brow is driving me nuts. Everything is always your fault. Nothing is ever their fault. So everything they do to you is because of something you did to them. And usually his big thing was, you know, judging my reaction instead of his action. But he would also tell people, now I know that he was telling people that I was doing the things he was doing. So the whole time you're with me, you're busy telling people lies about me, that I'm doing what you're doing, I guess so that people wouldn't believe me when I said things, if I said something. But how pathetic are you, right? How pathetic are you that you need that, Yeah, not supposed to say anything. Yeah, my brows are getting tattooed. I just had I had my old tattoos removed. That's why they're red. And then they'll be tattooed soon. Right now, they're doing my lip blush because my lip didn't have any color. It's still peeling and evening out. It was only 5 days ago. So the color will have to even out. And this part is tissue and this part is skin. Thank you, because of the way my face has been reconstructed. So she did a really beautiful job. It's going to even out, fade, and then tattoo it again. No, I don't need him, but, you know, he's just disgusting. I just want him to go away. his karma is coming, but you know, makes me feel yucky when just thinking about him. Thank you. Let's do some makeup. That's what I do when I'm stressed, and I'm definitely stressed because, again, one of my monetized pages has been stolen from me by a con. Don't believe any emails. It does not matter if it looks like it's a real email. I even had like a Zoom meeting with the person, and it was all because, and they somehow stole I don't know. I guess getting on the Zoom, sharing the screen, I don't know what happened. Still trying to figure that out, but they're trying to recover my page, and I'm just really upset about it because it was also something that was supposed to earn me half my rent for the month. I'm not going to cry. I'm not going to do that. These people, yeah, I had a Zoom meeting to discuss the project that we were going to do that came from a really very valid looking email address. And then yesterday I noticed that when I posted stories and normally I share them, into my FB, my IG stories to FB, and it was sharing to my personal page, not my Burn Beauty 2018 page. And I was like, oh, it must be from where I was getting set up to do this thing that I was going to do. And I was like, oh, I must have made a mistake. So I went back to try to fix it, and I couldn't fix it. And then eventually it hit me. I was like, wait. And there was access to the account, an email address I didn't recognize. And when I deleted it, it said that person was my email address somehow. And when I deleted it, then the whole thing disappeared from my business suite. The page still exists. I can't get into it. So they're working on it. I'm verified, so I was able to to chat and get a phone call from them. But I had to sign up for the subscription because I had what I call a real verification before, which means it's a blue check, but it's unpaid, the way they used to do it when they would verify you based on notability or whatever they call it. So I had to pay just to get to talk to someone because I guess I'm not big enough to do that for free, but I don't care. I needed that. That's another big part of my rent money for the month. So the thing that I was going to do with them was going to be literally half my rent, $2,000. That's gone. I can't get into that. It'll mess me up. What I'm going to do is put my lipstick on and keep showing up, right? This is what I do. So the only thing I know to do is just turn on the camera and keep working. I'm probably going to have to do some on other platforms too, just to make the money. I don't know how it's going to happen. I've got 2 weeks. 2 weeks. Don't you feel stressed? But I'm telling you that because you speak things into existence. It's like, I've got 2 weeks and I'm getting this done because failure is not an option. I've literally just moved in. I've got to pay. So I'm getting this done. And today I didn't feel like it, but I turned on the camera because what are you going to do? If I don't show up, then it's not going to happen, Thank you, Mama Bear. Those bears are sweet. You got to keep showing up, and I'm just getting back into lives. So I've got to build the algorithm back up, I got to get people in the room. Hope I don't fall out of my chair. Oh my God. Oh, that's heavy. Okay, here's my makeup that I want to do. I've got everything organized, but I didn't realize how heavy that is. When I say organized, I mean thrown into a box. But at least it's not on my desk, Thank you, Netherlands. That's what I'm saying. Keep showing up. It's not easy. I'm showing up for y'all because I said I'd be here, and I'm showing up for me because if I don't, then I really, truly have no chance of making it. If I keep going and doing the right thing, the right things will happen. I truly believe that. Truly, truly believe that. So that's what we're going to do, sisters. And I was actually going to do FB Live also because I have a presence on every platform. That's why I'm leaving it. I don't want to leave anybody out. But, I don't know what I'm going to do. I won't be doing that. Why would they steal the page? They didn't delete it. They didn't post anything. Are they just in there trying to get my information to, what do you call it? Identity theft? because when you're monetized, you have a lot of info in there. I don't know. Thank you, everybody. I'm going to put on some Hydro Sun Barrier, and I like this. This is also by the Face Shop. You get it in the TikTok shop. I don't have a card up because y'all can click my name up there, right there, and then click on Showcase to get it, because today I really want to reach people, and it will limit your reach, near as I can tell. Oh, that's a lot. Okay, so when you put on sunblock, it takes a lot. But what's interesting about this sunblock is that it is also a moisturizer. So moisturizer and SPF 45. So the only issue I have with that is when you put on sunblock, you need about half a teaspoon on your face, which would be like 3 wide fingers, approximately. And if you do that with this, because of the moisturizer, your makeup is not going to work out. So if you're not wearing makeup, you could do it. It's really nice, though. I really, really love it. I just don't feel like you're getting the full sun protection, so you should probably, be aware of that. And look how pretty. Glowy makeup starts with glowy skin. Glowy foundation starts with glowy skin. It's heavy enough that I'm not going to put on anything else. Hey, everybody, welcome in. Y'all keep liking and sharing the live. I am Burn Beauty. I'm trying to remember to say my name first. I am Tanya Meisenbach, and I am Burn Beauty 2018, and I'm a domestic V burn survivor. And I'm talking about realizing how he was a narcissist, because the whole time I still thought that he was that everything happened because he just had problems with alcohol or whatever, but no alcohol will keep you out all night from someone you love. Not all the time. I mean, this is something he do twice a week, maybe. And my nervous system, after 15 years, was so dysregulated. I don't even know how to explain to you how miserable. Hi, I'm Tanya. Welcome in. And as y'all are watching, remember that 100% he or somebody that knows him is probably watching. And I'm guessing there's still people that believe him, but that's not my business. All I can do is warn you. If you don't heed the warning and you end up messed up, then that's not on me. Let's try this Origins. I wonder if you use this Origins Brightening Eye Cream. It came in my subscription box. Oh, you were married to one too. It's hard to get away, right? Thank you, UK. Oh, look at that. Probably really brightening. It's got the orange in it. Thank you for joining the fan club. Y'all remember to do that. I don't want to put too much. Oh, that's nice. I used to use Origins years ago. I like eye cream to go here too. I'm Tanya, and I was with the Narcissist for 15 years. And then we were sitting by the fire pit one night, and he squirted me with lighter fluid and set me on fire. I have 3rd and 4th degree burns to the upper 35% of my body. And because I was so deep in the throes of narcissistic control and gaslighting, that when I woke up from the coma, I believed it was an accident. Because, thank you, Tish. I mean, here's the one thing that's hard. Even if someone has been bad to you and then, disappearing, whatever, rudeness, name calling, they do all that. That doesn't make them someone that would try to end your life. It's hard to process. Like being a bad person, there's lots of bad people, but they wouldn't try to end me. And so it was hard. So that's the hardest thing to believe, is that someone that you've been with 15 years and married, you've gotten married and renewed your vows twice, that person purposefully tried to end you. Try these Ardell lashes today. I don't know if I'm going to like these. Did not say her name or what show because it's her story. Huh? Yeah, we are warriors. We are warriors. It just gives me chills when I think about believing that it was an accident and then being with him for years after, especially in a very vulnerable state, because I couldn't walk after I woke up from that coma, and I couldn't talk. I couldn't swallow. And he was my caretaker. I thought he was there for me. He never left the hospital. I was there 6 months. After I woke up, he never left. Well, you know what? That's funny. He did leave the hospital while I was in the coma. But after I woke up, he never left. And I thought that was, to protect me and take care of me. And I was really scared all the time. I thought I was going to not make it. Even when you wake up from the coma, if you're in the burn unit, anything can happen. You can be walking and talking one day and pass away the next. It's tricky. So I was really scared, and I thought he was staying with me for that reason. But now, obviously, he was staying with me to make sure nobody said anything or I didn't say anything. Sad. It's sad that someone can be that evil, and it's sad that I could believe someone like that. Like, why not walk away when he's disappearing all the time? Why stay to try to change it? Why stay? I can't explain that. I have started a new chapter. It's amazing. I'm going to use Kevin Aquan Sensual Skin Primer. Really nice primer. I normally mix it with the Kevin Aquan, what is that? Sensual Skin Enhancer, the foundation, but that's really, really heavy foundation. That's for full glam. I'm going to use my ColourPop today, of course, and I'm not going to put it up. Not going to put a card up. Y'all are going to click on my name to get it. He's not in prison at all. He's walking free. So yeah, after all that, he's there at the hospital all the time. He's my caretaker after I get home. He's told me, in the hospital, as I was waking up, he was telling me what happened. So a lot of the things that I thought were memories were actually memories of what he told me as I was waking up. And as I laid in the bed, for a good month, I had ICU psychosis. So I was seeing things, hearing things. I thought the Grim Reaper was standing in the corner. I'm not sure that was a vision. I kind of believe that one was there. Yeah, you know what? He will suffer, though. I've had to come to a much higher level over the past year because I needed to take time. All I wanted was to make sure he got prosecuted this time last year. But after I got contacted by Face Forward International, they're a nonprofit here in Los Angeles that does reconstructive surgery for survivors of DV and human trafficking and violent crimes. After that, and after I got to LA, I immediately accepted the opportunity because I was living in the house in Georgia alone, and I was scared that he was going to come burn it down. I had a stay-away order, but stay-away orders are paper, or just a piece of paper, right? And he wasn't, and he violated that right from the beginning, Thank you. I made that. Check my Amazon store for all that stuff. But yeah, why? Why? A lot of people ask me, why did he do it? I don't know. But anyway, I had to stop and think about myself. It really helped me to I was like, okay, so I can get this nose reconstruction that I previously believed I couldn't get. And I had accepted it, and I was like, I'm okay with myself. I didn't have any of this part of my nose wasn't there, except maybe a little bit of the tip, and no nostrils. And I had accepted it, and I was like, okay, I can live this way. It was what it was. It was what it was, and I still felt beautiful, but I can't describe to you how I feel now after getting this back and having my skin worked on. So I really had to focus on that. It could not be. I could not think any more about him or his consequences. I gave that to that and God, the universe, whatever you believe in, give it away, because karma will come so much harder. Will be so much harder than the law, Yeah. I'm so glad for the people who say it helped get out of a relationship. He was not. Now, I didn't understand the emotional toll that it takes on you being with them, and that is, in fact, being mistreated. I got to watch the words I say so I don't lose my crown. Can't talk about it too much. But I didn't understand that that is being, that is violent. It is hurting you in a different way. You're not being punched, but you are being hurt very, very deeply. And it's affecting your decisions, and it's putting you in danger because they will have narcissistic rage can be a real problem. There's a lot of people that I see that are being ended by, I forgot, that's not the right brush, that are being ended by someone like him. Now, a lot of times they have been physical with you before, but real narcissists, they're on a different level. That's why it needs to be recognized. And I'm just working on that. That's what I want to work on. I want to give it, he's not in jail because he was never arrested. He was never questioned. And I believed it was an accident. He told the police it was an accident after all those years of emotional control and gaslighting. You really doubt your reality. You doubt everything. Hey, Heidi, thank you. I'm using my It Cosmetics spatula brush because it does the most beautiful foundation. And it's so amazing. Thank you. It lays it like the thinnest layer of foundation you can get. Like an airbrush finish. I love this thing. I have some spatula brushes in my showcase. You can get them. Thank you, Andrea. I love the TikTok shop, and they have some. Mine is by It Cosmetics, and I think it's exclusive to ULTA. ULTA. Oh, mwah! That's so cute. That was fun. Thank you. Is it April? Yeah, I love this brush. Now, the foundation I'm using is ColourPop, and it's in the TikTok shop. This is the Pretty Fresh Hydrating Foundation, and I'm in 153C, which is so awesome for a cool undertone. And medium dark is just unheard of. Y'all know if you've been watching me, you know about my ColourPop obsession. I am safe. I had an order that expired in June, and I'm asking in my divorce, because we're not legally divorced, I had to file it myself in May, and I'm asking for a permanent forever order, but I doubt I'll get it. They're much more concerned about their rights than ours. He's in Georgia, I guess. He should be in Georgia because that's where our business is. He should still be there. Oh, also, if you check the Florida ex-offender registry, you'll find him there, not on the Georgia one. What did he do? I don't know. Something in college. And it's upsetting to know all these things. And it's like, so you've gotten away with that? Why? So this is a person that hurts women. And maybe other people, I don't know. He's a bad person. And coming to learn all that is just horrifying to realize. And all those times he disappeared, my first thought last year when I was learning all this was, oh my God, was he out hurting people? But probably he was just out paying for favors because he loved to disappear. And I do not allow like the strip club or whatever. And I caught him a couple of times doing that because it's not even like, hey, I'm going out with the guys. It's like, hey, turn off his phone and disappear. And then you find out that while you're at home crying, they're out making it rain. Should have left him right then. The level of disrespect is amazing. Right, it's not our job to change people. Yeah, storing things in compartments in my brain is how I ended up suppressing it. I think that I've always done that because of my childhood. So I think I've always been susceptible. And I know I have because I've had someone recently tell me about something that happened when I was younger that I completely forgot. And it was a big thing, And it's just puts you in a lot of trouble. And I think that you have to compartmentalize it to a degree when you're with the narcissist, because otherwise you can't possibly stay with them. You start to make excuses for them because you don't know how to not be with them. You're so hooked. You're in such a deep trauma bond. And I'm not a mental health professional. I'm a growth coach, but I'm just telling you from my experience, right? That you're so ingrained in it. And like someone just said, it's not your job to change people. It's also not your job to help someone heal their childhood trauma. Thank you, Chronic. They need to be responsible for getting help for that. They cannot use it as an excuse for why they do bad things to you. Oh, I did that, but how my childhood, I've never gotten over what my daddy did or something. No, okay, that's fine. But what does that have to do with me? What does that have to do with why you're treating me bad? It doesn't have anything to do with it. You have free will and personal responsibility, but they're going to blame everything on you, I guarantee it. Everything on you or their childhood. And that's why they can't behave like a decent grown-up individual. And I dealt with that for 15 years, and I get, what is happening? Now I got to draw a thing. Hold on, guys. Why would they think that I'm not here when I'm talking and y'all are clicking? Drives me nuts. So, yeah, they act like victims. They do. Thank you, Devil by Nature. Right. You can learn. How many of you have childhood trauma? I'm going to say all of you. That's in some kind of way, whether it's from school or whatever. Do you blame every problem in your life on it? No, you don't. Are you still a good person that doesn't hurt others? Yeah. There's no excuse, There's no excuse to be bad to other people. There's no excuse. Yeah, we all come with baggage, but they weaponize it against you, and probably also that whatever they tell you isn't even true. Right. Yeah, I'm talking about, if you're just tuning in, I'm talking about my soon-to-be ex-husband that set me on fire 6.5 years ago. Thank you, Chronic. Thank you for all the roses. Title gifter, thank you. Oh, yes, they are jealous of you all the time. They are competing with you, and you don't know it. He would belittle me. Oh, thank you. I can't see it, Diane. Devil by Nature. Thank y'all for all the gifts and for keep liking. We got to get to, it looks like we're easily going to make 250,000 likes today. He didn't get arrested. I'm brown. He's not. We were in North Georgia. The police were like, oh, yeah, well, it's an accident. And then I was in a coma for a couple of months. And when I woke up, I'm there believing that, it's an accident that he's very regretful about. But yeah, even after I was burned and I started to recover, when I started doing social media, I think he didn't like that. I started a nonprofit that I don't run yet because that's a big deal. And he didn't like that. But he didn't say anything. It's just he was cold about it, really. In retrospect, I'm seeing, now that I understand them, I understand what was happening. He's probably thinking, look at this witch. Is she coming back from this? Is she coming back from this too? You got to be kidding me. Because they are competing and they know they never could. Never could they ever be as powerful as we are. Right? Hold on, y'all. I gotta get my concealer. I'm gonna need a better system. Get a better system that doesn't rattle. Get a better system. This is my ColourPop concealer. Again, if y'all want to shop, get up here and click my name and then click showcase. I love y'all. Thank you, Andrea. Or Andrea, I'm not sure. I'm not putting the products up because it really restricts the flow. And I want to talk about, I'm upset today. Bothered. I want to talk about things. So he didn't seem too excited, or he definitely wasn't excited when I started doing social media. He pretended he didn't know the name for ages. We had a film crew there from Germany recording a documentary at my house. And of course he was to be a part of it at the end. I mean, they gave him like 5 seconds of attention, but whatever. And he says to them on film, he's like, what is it again that you do? Burned beautiful? What is it? I've been doing it for a few years. I had a film crew there, and he pretended he didn't know the name because he's messed up. And I was like, everybody just kind of looked at him like, like, what is that? But he, he was good with it. Then I became a growth coach. He made fun of that. I had an online graduation. It was during, COVID had come, because this happened in 2018. I had online graduation. I'd been doing this for months. It wasn't like just a click it up growth coach thing. And he didn't want to attend the virtual graduation. And, I need to do more of this. He didn't want to attend the virtual graduation. And afterwards, he was sitting outside, just, I don't know, feeling some kind of way, because we used to smoke, so he'd be outside. And thank you, Silver Weaver. And he's out there, and he comes in and says, growth coaching is a scam. I was like, what? He's like, look at this article. I was like, it's like, maybe some of it is a scam, but this isn't. I did this not to charge people, but to make sure that I left people better than I found them, because I was really starting to talk to a lot of people online. And I just wanted to make sure that I'm leaving people good, not saying any of the wrong things. Uplifting, just it was something I wanted to do, because I had used a growth coach myself. I had therapy and a growth coach in order to build success. And thank you. Y'all definitely join the team up there. Those little hearts, 377, click that heart, join the team. Thank you. I think this is my color. I have an upcoming photo shoot, and I think this is the wig. I'm going to get a new one of this, but I think this is the wig I want to wear for it. Anyway. And before I was burned, before he burned me, this is ColourPop Pretty Fresh setting spray. Again, y'all can shop up there, and y'all keep sharing. Let's keep a whole bunch of people in the room. Thank y'all for all the likes and shares. So I've got a personal trainer certification, and because I was really into fitness. This is many years ago, 20-something years ago, right? And got a personal trainer certification so I could start my own personal training business. I was a paralegal, and I wanted to start my own business. And so I got the certification, and he made fun of me. He would call me up and be like call me at work and in front of people on the speakerphone and be like, oh yeah, I got to go to personal training class tonight. Or maybe I should be a lifeguard. Like, you making fun of it like it was trivial or something to do what you want to do, right? Thank you, Silver Weaver. Yeah, they're jealous. That's what we're talking about, the jealousy. So he always made fun of things that I did. And the funny thing, he never did a single thing to improve himself in the whole time I knew him. Or just to learn, read a book. Like, we had a tree removal company, still do. He couldn't get the arborist certification. I bought the course over and over again for him to study and get a certification, and he never did it over all those years. Kat's here. Hey, beautiful. Hey, girl. How you doing? I'm a beautiful girl. So they make fun of you. They're jealous of you. He didn't, after I started doing Burn Beauty, I was like, oh, I'm going to make money. Oh, thank you, Kat. See, I didn't put a cart up so I could keep people in the room. No, I didn't put that regular shopping cart up because it keeps people out. But when y'all do that, it's good. Thank you. Thank y'all for doing that. My Pretty Fresh foundation. It's a lot of work for y'all, but it works better because we keep more people in the room. Oh, Mitzi. Ah! Well, Kat just came in, and I... These are my dear friends in here moderating. I'm so blessed. I'm gonna cry. I'm emotional today. Hey, Kat. Guess what? I'm not wearing lipstick. I got lip tattoos. I got lip blush. It's only the first time, so it's kind of fading and the color is coming back. But they're gonna do it again in August. It's lip blush. I asked for the color to be like Fenty Riri, because she said she had to do it a little bit darker because of my skin grafts. So I was like, well, if I'm going to have a dark lip color, make it Riri, because that's definitely one of my favorite colors. I wear it in gloss and lipstick and everything. they've ever sent. Was it? Oh, you said, oh, thank you for the first gift, Diamond. That was your first gift you've ever sent. That's amazing. That's amazing. I forgot to do the tip of my nose better. Narcissist? Yeah, I think. Oh, yeah, treat others like objects. That sounds right. I feel like, I mean, he's not just a regular narcissist. He's got offender problems, so he's harmed somebody in that way. And, you know, he's just a sociopath. I mean, thank you, Crystal. I'm not a mental health professional, but I know a sociopath when I see one. I watched enough true crime. Yeah. Now, I don't think all of them would go so far as to set you on fire, but I have seen a narcissist talk. Lee Hammock, mental illness, I've seen him talk and say if you create a narcissistic injury, I think is what he calls it, that if you create a narcissistic injury, they go into a rage and that's when they hurt you. And that narcissistic injury means you really, like you exposed them, like I'm doing right now. So I have to be very careful about security measures, because even though I'm in California, once he realizes that there's no hope, that it's never going to get better for him, then, you know, what's going to happen? I don't know. But being able to get to a safe distance and then speak out about it lends me, actually it doesn't, I don't feel like it lends me any safety, because once they decide it's all over with, you know, the people that want to take you with them, I think a lot of them are like that. No, he's not in jail. So we were in North Georgia, and I was very badly burned. We were sitting by the fire pit when this happened. And I remember talking to the guys and trying to tell them what happened. I don't know what I said, but I had reached out to put something on the fire pit, and then I always told the story, then I got into a stream of lighter fluid. Like, it's my fault. Like, why the heck are you squirting lighter fluid when I'm trying to put something on the grill? But again, I took that accountability, because that's what you do when you're with them. Everything is your fault. They train you for that. So I reached out and got into the stream, and that's the way I would tell it. I don't know what I was saying that night, but I wasn't screaming for help. I was telling them to tell my kids that I love them because they had just moved out, and to tell my cousin, who's like a brother, that I love him. I don't have a lot of family. And I was telling him, you know, please just tell them I love them, because I did not think I was going to survive. It was bad. If I had not been in Atlanta with Rady Memorial Hospital, I don't think I would have survived. It was a bad injury. My whole face was gone, and then my upper body. And gosh, I love this ColourPop. You've got the ColourPop up. If you haven't tried the ColourPop foundation and concealer, please do, because it's so affordable. Thank you, Holly. So affordable. You can buy 3 of them for the price of 1 other, and it works so beautifully. Just be sure to moisturize before you put it on. Moisturize and prime, because it's thinner, and it lays beautifully on top of a good primer and moisturizer. And it's hydrating. Look at that. Oh, let me get that. Who's got a button nose? That girl. So yeah, they didn't question him. He told them that it was a flare-up. But he told a few different stories now that I have the police report and the paramedics report and 8,000 pages of medical reports. He told different stories as it wore on. Oh, I left out a part. He's on rugs. I didn't know that. I don't do rugs at all. You know what rugs are. I don't do rugs. And turns out he was on a rug that starts with H. Y'all keep tapping like. And a rug that starts with M. Hey, what was that? Oh, my new wig is by Outre, and I got it. It's on my Amazon store. I can't remember the name of it. I can't look. Maybe I can. Let me think of the name. But it's by Outre. And the color is mocha. I know that. I just have to find the name for you. But if you just go to my Amazon store, same name, Burn Beauty 2018, just type that in on Amazon, and you're going to see me wearing this wig, and it'll be tagged for you. I have so many of them, but this is it's a believable length, you know? It's a really good one. Add a D to the beginning. I don't do rugs. Oh, see, now it got me. We lost a couple hundred people, so I can't talk about it too much. We can't talk about it too much, okay? We got to get the people back. It'll take people right out of the room for talking about our truth and what people did to us because we are women and the patriarchy doesn't want us to say certain words. Okay? So we can't do that. And now, not all narcissists are men. My cousin was married to a female narcissist at the same time, and we both learned at the same time last year what it meant, what narcissism is, you know? I need a sponge. Need a sponge, don't have a sponge. Well, I haven't, I don't know where they are here. I don't like to apply with, this got a little powder on it, so maybe that's the ticket. Thank you for viewing the product. Under eye's good. We need to sit the under eye anyway. I'm gonna do it with the brush today. I love my nose, y'all. No kidding. I can't believe I have that nose. I can't believe I look like this. Be grateful for what you have and how beautiful you are, just as you are right now. Because if you were to lose it, you would miss it. You would want it back. You know? Don't criticize yourself. If you were to lose what you have now, you would miss it. I always criticized myself. Always. I'm always too fat. My nose is too wide. My da. I was never good enough. Don't. I'm happier now. I think I'm prettier now than I was before. So he was on the rug so bad that after I got home from the hospital, I couldn't give myself medication. I had a feeding tube right here because I couldn't swallow. And he had to like grind up my medications and put them in a syringe and put them in, like inject it into the tube. There's literally like plastic hanging off my stomach, right? And he was stealing my pain meds. And I didn't understand that at first. I did know later on, after I was well enough to give myself take my medicine and after I learned to swallow again. But in the beginning, I did not realize it. And I guarantee you, he was, the reason I was uncomfortable and hurting as much as I was is because he wasn't giving me the medicine. He was running out of my pain pills. I left, I stopped as soon as I remembered, but I didn't have anywhere to go. So I started sleeping downstairs in the house. Because we had other rooms upstairs, but I didn't want to. I wanted to hear him coming. And the thing is, I was told not to let him know that I remembered because, you know, he could do something to me, right? But I didn't know what to do. I just started sleeping downstairs. This is Laura Mercier setting powder and translucent honey. My mic. And I'm just taking a brush today and putting it on my under eye. It's going to be kinder to your under eye if you have lines or bags or anything. I've been using a sponge for a while, but I'm over that. Thank y'all for posting the products. It's keeping more people in here. I want to have like a couple thousand. Can y'all share and like until we do that? I want to have like a couple thousand people. I got to build it. I'm on a hustle, y'all. I need a miracle, honestly. I need a miracle just to get through the month after what's happened with my FB page. So y'all let's get the people in the room. I don't need y'all to be the miracle, but y'all can help because you're in here and you can click. So ask your question. I don't know if I'll see it. Ask a question. Somebody in here will answer. But yeah, so I started sleeping downstairs. And at first, I don't think he understood because I was being cold because I had found rugs in his bag. He was like being a jerk one night. And he walked outside and left. He was carrying this like little black bag with him all the time. Not a purse, but like a bag. And something told me to look in that bag, and I looked in it, and there were all these pills and little baggies of stuff. And I knew that one of the things was F. Thank you, Kiki Pink. I knew one was F. I've never seen it before, but it looked like ice, right? Like it looked like ice crystals. So I knew what that was. The others, one was H, ON, and the other was like a soda pop, like a Coke. And then there were all these pills. So he clearly knew I wasn't happy about that. And I just kind of threw my hands up in the air. I was like, I'm done with you. Regardless of what I remembered at the time, things were not better. Nothing had changed about our relationship like I thought it would after we were burned, because, I believe it's an accident. He's so sorry. He's going to be better to me in general because of he just experienced almost losing me. Now he's seen the light, but that wasn't true. And I don't know why I just held all this back, because I was doing TikTok and telling the story, and in my mind, I was just omitting all this. I couldn't make sense of it. I just couldn't deal with it. I don't know how to explain it. It makes me sad. It makes me sad because I know there's others out there doing the same thing. You got to keep telling the story a certain way in order for your life to be okay. But it was falling apart when I found those rugs and I started sleeping downstairs. And I started doing TikTok, and the more I talked about it, the more my actual memories came back. The more I knew, I could see him chasing me with the lighter fluid and throwing a lighter. When I was saying, I reached out and got into the lighter fluid and caught fire, yeah, but then what? What was next? It was him chasing me, squirting more lighter fluid. Because a flare-up does not cause you to burn your face off. Have your face burned off. There's no flare that's ever done that, ever. Thank you, Diane. I do. I've got better now. Get myself better. Yeah, I just slept downstairs, and then the memories started coming back, and I didn't know what I was going to do. I didn't want to end up homeless. I didn't have enough money. That's why I'm kind of freaked out right now. It's like I just got a house for the first time by myself. And things are happening that's like, how am I going to even make the first? This is transparency. Like, how am I even going to make the first payment? Everything is, I can't explain to you the way things are happening. I love my little house, but my FB page just got hijacked. It's monetized. And it got monetized, and it got hijacked by people that were that I was supposed to do a $2,000 deal with, and that's half the rent. I feel sick, but I also feel like I need to speak it. Just suppressing stuff, I just can't do that, I just want to take it head on. I feel empowered right now. I'm like, I got this. You got to talk yourself up a little, Like, I got this. I'm here. This is what I do. Now, my finish is pretty, isn't it? Just a little bit of that Laura Mercier powder. And I haven't done the blush yet. I probably should have gone in and done my blush, but I didn't. Thank you, Devil by Nature. I don't know if that's what it says, but I think it is. All right, so a little powder on your lids so that you can blend your eyeshadow. I don't even want a lot of eyeshadow today, but I've got this new palette that I must use, Beauty by Babel, and it's a very neutral palette. That's got purpley pink sparkle in the middle, which I think is pretty cool. I'm going to use that, but I also want to use, have y'all tried Blushing Lizard by Half Magic Beauty? Because they sent me one out of the TikTok shop. This is the lip gloss, and then I'll show you the eyeshadow. I might be able to add that to the live when I get to it. I need to, because it was gifted from the TikTok shop, and I need to feature it in a live. Yeah, that's a very similar palette. The Beauty by Babel, I couldn't find it. They're like an indie brand, so there was nowhere to tag it when I was looking at it last night. I got it from Ipsy. Thank you for sending the gift. Look, Blushing Lizard. Oh, look at all the shifts. I'm just going to put down some brown and maybe some Blushing Lizard on top. I just want to sparkle, baby, sparkle. First, I better put on some blush. Hold on. Oh, I got a new blush. I remember. This blush is Farrah. Came in my box. Thank you, adding products to the cart. Thank y'all. I love blush, too. I have a lot of blush. I have a blush problem, particularly pink and red blush. Pink and red. This is definitely a pink. And of course, it was chosen for me by the beauty box. I'll keep sharing. Our numbers are dropping. A lot of brands took them. Oh, really? Yeah, the red blush is beautiful. I think I just got a new red. I can't remember. Oh, no, I requested a red blush as a free sample, but I don't know if they approved it. Can't remember who it was. Oh, Patrick Ta. That's who. Patrick Ta, you need to send me one. Because I'm not buying anymore. Let's try this. This is a creamy blush. Not very pink. It looked really pretty on last night. This is by Farah, F-A-R-A-H. Let's see what happens. That's a lovely blush. I like that it's a cream. And you can really just put it on with your fingers if you want. Oh, you got to have, look at you. How y'all do that? It must have been in my thing. Y'all are amazing. You know what I have? I got some magical women out there. And some magical moderators in this room. When we first started doing it, I was just talking about being a burn survivor and changing beauty standards. And they would have to fight for all the insults I would get, especially before I got my nose. Which sounds crazy, before I got a nose. You know what I think is interesting? I never liked my nose, but I was never going to have like a nose job, like before I got burned. And look what happened. Now I've got the cutest nose ever. Look at that. Yeah, this blush is pretty. I don't know what color it is. What color is it? Oh, Lord, I don't know if I can read that. Where's my reading glasses? Got problems. I don't know what color they sent me. Did I throw away the box? You know, because they choose it for you. She Creamy. Is that the name of the blush? She Creamy. No, it's a blush that She Creamy. I think that's the color. She Creamy. She Creamy. Hey. I think that's the name of the color. I can't guarantee it. She Creamy. Because she is creamy. So it's a lot for him not to be in jail and stuff. Thank you. Thank y'all for the gifts. You're making my day. I feel like just remind yourself to show up. Because if you don't show up, you're not going to succeed. The way to success is just show up. Ooh, the Allies of Skin, that firming treatment. Put that underneath your color pop. I'm kind of coming further out than I normally do. It's so pretty. You know, make sure to stop right here and don't get into these little creasy doos. If you're aging, or if you have those creasy doos, they'll just pull your face down. You want it to be up and pretty. That looks pretty, doesn't it? Yeah, we cannot be victims. Everyone, welcome in. I'm Burn Beauty 2018. My name is Tanya. Please share the live and get lots of people in. We're doing a get ready with me and talking about the narcissistic, I can't use the word too much, treatment and when we started talking about rugs, it pulled a lot of people out. So the narcissistic treatment that preceded me being set on fire by the person I was married to, by the man I was married to. And there's so many different levels to it, like him not being questioned, like the case being closed in just no time. Like, case closed within 24 hours. I think it was within 8 hours to be true. Oh, I forgot my cheek stain. They put up my cheek stain. I reckon I should do some of that. Mitzi's out here like, girl, you better put that cheek stain on. I hear you, boo. I hear you. I didn't do any contour. My mind is all over the place because I'm stressed. But this helps me reason through things. Doing makeup helps me. I was set on fire by my husband. In a nutshell. Cat, thank you so much. That's so beautiful. I'm supposed to hold it. Like, how do you get it? I love those. Thank you, Kat. Thank you, Kat. Oh, you're gifting subscriptions. I didn't even see it. Thank you so much, Kat. Oh, my God. Y'all see she's gifting subscriptions. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Second bonus, 2 subs within 5 minutes. Y'all are amazing. Thank you, Kat. God almighty, look at how I'm gonna cry my makeup off. Y'all just show up and the right things will happen if you have the right people in your life. And then God will not let you down. Ever. Title gifter, thank you. I love you. Look at Kat, thank you. A story video. Mwah. I don't have a full story video unless you go to YT, a different platform, because it's long. Look at oh my God. That one's cute. Now that one was cute. I don't want to cry. It's happy cries. Can't cry, can't cry, you can't cry. There's no crying on TikTok. Can't cry. Can't cry. You can't cry on TikTok. You can't cry on TikTok. You cannot cry on TikTok. Thank you so much. Since happiness, God is good to me. Thank you, Kat. Thank you, Diane. By the way, do y'all see my lips? I'm not wearing lipstick because I got lip blush. I know. Oh, wow, something happened. 80% of target. I don't know what that means. I think it's behind. Cat's going so fast. It's behind. Thank you. Thank you. It will be okay. Thank you, Mama Bear. Boom, boom, shaka-taka. Y'all. Just show up. Just show up. Just show up. That's all I can tell you guys. Never stop showing up. Thank you, Red. Show up for yourself and your people. There's no crying on TikTok. Thank you. Y'all tap. Kat is the absolute best. Mitzi is out here. Thank you. Tanya D sent a roast and spelled exactly the way. Thank you. If you're just coming in, y'all share the live. I am a domestic burn survivor. I was set on fire by my husband. No, he's not in jail. And it feels unfair to have to live my life. I didn't want to leave Georgia, you know. I thought I could stay in a place I'd been 30 years. But then the DV council, oh my God, what is that? Thank you, Jovi. That was a beautiful dinosaur. Oh my God. Oh my God. My favorite dinosaur, the Brontosaurus. Y'all are amazing. Thank you so much. I don't even remember what I was saying. What was I talking about? Being set on fire. Oh, and having to leave. They told me, like, you've got to go. He'll never leave you alone. You know, restraining orders or paper. This is the contour stain by Sashu, and I need to hurry up because it sets quickly. I'm going to use my brush blush. Thank you. I was burned 6.5 years ago. And I've made an amazing recovery just because of, I don't know, I've been blessed. All the right people are put in my place consistently. And I had Grady Memorial Hospital in Atlanta, one of the best burn doctors, I think, in the world. He passed away now. But he did these beautiful skin grafts that are just like amazing, amazing skin grafts. And, then just healing over time. I don't know. I think that doing social media really helped me heal because I could reach out and help other people know that they're going to get through, that it gets better. And it just kept getting better. My face continues to heal. People keep saying, wow, you have good skin, because all of this skin was on my lower body 6.5 years ago. So these are grafts of my own skin. And they look smooth. They look better than I deserve for them to look, honestly. I want all burn survivors to get to this level. And I'm hoping a lot of doctors are watching, and I'm hoping they're really paying attention to how much you can heal after a full facial burn. I can move my face because of stem cells that have been injected by Dr. Monty in Beverly Hills. He does it for free. It's not inexpensive. It's called nanofat injections. Actually, I'm going to get more nanofat next week. but in office. I won't be under anesthesia this time. So I'm getting more nanofat to my face. It's healing. I've got a amazing permanent makeup artist named Ruth Swissa that I messaged her on IG because I'd seen her work, and I messaged her and told her who I am and, that I work with, that I'm here with Face Forward International and how they've helped me and everything, and that I would love to see if she could work on me. And I thought I was going to have to pay. I came to pay. I didn't come to ask for anything free. But it turns out she donates these services to burn survivors. She's been doing that for 15 years. There's other people on this platform that she's doing that I know of. It's not my business to talk about. But that session stain is good. That is so pretty. If it were possible for all survivors to be offered this through insurance or whatever, but instead they tell you, this is your new normal, basically meaning there's nothing else we can do for you. And they do that to try to get you to adjust your mind. They don't do it maliciously. They just want to lower your expectations of looking natural again. I won't say normal. Normal's a ridiculous word. Of looking natural, but it is possible. And I need them to pay attention because this needs to happen for other people somehow. No, we didn't have kids together. Thank the Lord again. Thank you, Lord. No kids together. He doesn't have any kids that I know of. Probably, you know what? I hadn't really thought about that. Does he have like all... Yikes, he probably had like a whole family to go home to or something. That's where he disappeared to at night when he was messing with me. This foundation looks beautiful. I'm going to take some of the powder, my Laura Mercier translucent powder. This is the Ultra Blur. I'm just going to come around here. The Thor to get to do it. And just carve that out a little more. Mama needs a cheekbone. I love makeup, y'all. You don't know how this is soothing. Uh-oh. Making a mess. How this is soothing my anxiety and soothing how upset I was before I tuned in today. Do what you love. Do a little bit of what you love every day. Thank you, Ash. Y'all joined the team. Are y'all liking? I don't see any hearts. Yeah, that Laura Mercier melts. I'm not even using my sponge. You see that? I'm in translucent honey. This is available in the TikTok. Oh, there it is. It's pinned. Look how pretty that is. If I could find my powder melt, my, what do you call it? One size powder melt, I'll use it, but I just moved. I love my new house and I'm not going to let it stress. If I can just get through this month. See, like what you're missing is that he's dodging the divorce. I need a divorce settlement so I can have, savings. I'm 52 years old. I don't need to have nothing in the bank or little in the bank. I need a nest egg. What if I get sick? What if I need to have a surgery? What if I can't work every day? But then he's dodging service and stopped paying the alimony that was temporary. So he just can't be a good person on any level. He's just a bad human being. And the alimony is important because we have a tree company. All the money he's making right now is half mine. So at least pay the alimony, but he's a bad person. So the whole thing is snowballing. It's like, so I'm missing a whole bunch of money. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I don't like to have all this on my mind. That's pretty, isn't it? Look at that. That pretty. Let me stop talking about it. I want to only talk to positivity into existence. But sometimes how you just want to vent and get it out. I do that a lot on here. If you haven't noticed, I didn't block. I don't have the energy to try to conceal my whole forehead right now. Let's do some eyeshadow. But I want it to be pretty simple eyeshadow because I want to wear this half magic blushing lizard. It is healthy to get it out, right? It is healthy because it gets pent up and I can't think of what to do. And I've been sitting at my desk all morning working on getting my account back, my FB account, which is just, it's like everything that I count on is gone right now. I don't know what to do, but I know that every time this happens, God finds a way. And it's always better than what I expected. And I have a hearing, a divorce hearing on the 11th, where I filed for some things about financial issues, because he's just a pig. Why do you need to be a pig? Oof. Let's do the eyeshadow. The Beauty Bible. And it's just a really neutral palette. I really wanted this on Ipsy. You know how you get to pick your choices or make picks? This is definitely one of my picks because it's so neutral, but I don't even know which one I want to use. I think I want to use this one right here. And a big fluffy brush is what I have. Nope, that's too big a fluffy brush. Not that brush. Hold on. Big fluffy brush. Yeah, the colors are nice, and it's a good everyday palette, I think. It's a little light. Is it dark enough? This is the transition color. Because we're not doing much. We are not doing much. Forgot to contour my nose again. We'll come back to it. I'll just contour it lightly with my bronzer today. I do that a lot, mostly in real life. I don't mess around with it. I'll put in a light kind of skin tone transition color that I want to blend into. So it doesn't do much, but it does do much. Leaving it, making sure it arches right here and touches the brow, and leave that part open. It needs to touch your brow. Touch your brow right at the front. Fan club, y'all join the fan club. My brows are so crazy now. I can't wait to see how she tattoos them. I have 210 out of 500. This palette I got it in my monthly subscription box. The Beauty Bible, Bybel. And when I looked it up last night, I was trying to tag them on TikTok here, and I didn't even see it. It's called the OG palette. 18 color palette, the OG palette. I didn't know the name, but that makes sense why I like it so much. Because I'm an OG. I'm a Gen X OG. So this really appeals to me for everyday makeup. Give me browns and then a little pop of color right here if I want it. And then a black to line with. Stick a fork in it. Okay, that's pretty. Thank you for the gifts. I got to put my thing up again. How to put my thing up. I forgot to put my goal. It says telling me to put my goal up. I don't know what it wants. What do you want? Do any of y'all in here do lives? Any of y'all do lives? I saw a lot of people. Thank you so much, Kat. You're God. I see a lot of people here saying like they are afraid to go live. And I understand that because there's so much judgment. There's so many people, but don't let anything hold you back. Don't let anything keep you back. That's what I'm fighting today. I'm feeling down and annoyed, but they're not going to hold us back, right? And after you've been with a narcissist for that long, you've already been held back so much. That's all they want to do. They really want to suck the life out of you, lady. If you don't believe me, you just deal with one for a while. I can't find the right thing. So I'll use this one. This is not the brush I want, but I'm going to see if it'll work. You do lives, Heidi? I'm like happy, sad. I'm just like, sometimes you feel like just, why isn't this over yet? I need my settlement. I need not to be worried about things that I've worked my whole life not to worry about. Worked very hard to be in a certain place financially. And now I'm 52. It's frustrating, It's frustrating. And then you're going to hold on to money I'm due? That's ridiculous. I'm going to keep this cool. This deep brown, I'm going to do a crease. We're going to use the Half Magic Beauty, but I'm just trying to, not the brush I wanted. I really need to organize my stuff in this new house. I've been too busy decorating. Decorating is fun. Organizing, not fun. My ADD doesn't like it. And I'm just learning that I have a bit of ADHD. I need to get it treated. It would help me be a lot more productive, you know? Different brush. Help me be a lot more productive. Get your little blendy brush. Make sure to get rid of that. Hey, thank you. 19 years, yep. So we were married, I guess we got married in 2008. We're still getting the divorce, but I haven't had anything to do with them since I moved to the downstairs and started sleeping on the couch. And I think that was 2023. I didn't have anything to do with them when I was sleeping in bed since 2022, but in 2023, I just started sleeping downstairs. And I started it by like staying up late working. He'd go to bed, oh, I gotta work. And then I would just fall asleep on the couch by mistake. And then he got the idea that I just don't want to be with him at all. And he was lying and saying that he was healing, or getting over the rugs he had been taking, and he wasn't doing anything of the sort. He was supposed to be using one thing to stop taking it, but he started abusing that apparently and got kicked out of the methadone clinic. Unless you're trying to become a follower of Jesus Christ, her husband. My children are back in, thank you. My children are back east. My daughter's still in Georgia, and my son is in Florida. But my son was actually calling earlier when I started the live. So they're safe. They're safe and good. Well, my kids are grown. I don't have kids with him. With my first husband, I had kids. My son just turned 29 this past Sunday. My daughter's 27. So they're adult children's. I couldn't see what it said. Niha? I think it says something. Please. I'm going to start doing shout outs to subs. I try to, when I see it, call you. The stepfather passed away. Or no, the stepfather, you're saying he was the stepfather. And no, they're not talking to him, to my knowledge. They didn't like it. They were, casualties of the whole relationship. Now I can see how much they didn't like it, how much of a problem it was for them. And I had my blinders on to that, really. So you need to pay attention to everything because it is affecting your kids, But if there's any regret I have, it's that I couldn't see what the stress I was under was doing to them. That's a regret. I don't know how to fix that. Hey. People these days, somebody in here being ugly. Probably people come in and say, oh my God, what happened to you? And I don't know. Now when I look in the mirror, I just see beautifulness. Right? Thank you, Tessa. Is it a new beginning? I'm still just blending. I'm just grabbing certain colors. This is the OG palette because it's got all the browns and any tone you think you might want. Maybe a little bit of this peachy tone. I just blend it out because of my hair color today. I'll do that peachy tone up here. I'm just going over everything to blend it, but there's not a lot on my brush. I'm going to see what happens. I don't want to be too much because this blushing lizard has a lot going for it. A lot. So yeah, if you're with a narcissist, I'm showing up every day to try to tell people, number one, beauty standards are ridiculous. You are beautiful. We don't need to look like the people in the movies or on the magazines because they're not real. They are filtered. And, you know, all these filters, people don't look like that. Don't worry about what your social media person looks like. You probably wouldn't recognize them if you met them in person, if they're using filters, you know. Probably wouldn't. So don't worry about that stuff. We're perfect. We're beautiful, just like we are. And there's nothing wrong if you're using it. Fine. That's not the thing. I'm just saying, know that in the real world, people don't look perfect. And it's probably hard growing up if you're Gen Z, right? And you've always been, thank you in the beginning, and you've always been watching people with, you know, with filters and stuff. It must be very hard to grasp onto the reality and how you feel about yourself. But, you know, that's important. And it's super important that we don't compare ourselves to others, and that we are aware that the narcissist is not going to get better, ever. Never will they ever change. No, they don't love you. They actually hate you. Hey, welcome in. I'm Tanya, also known as Burned Beauty 2018. I've been seeing if that needs to go on top of something. I'm trying to do a look where it's like not much, but I don't know. I should have put something underneath it. But I don't want it. I want to be like daytime blushing lizard sparkle. I don't even know if you can see the shifts in that. Can you see the shifts? Can you see the shifts? God, I love makeup. Blushing lizard. They said this was viral here on TikTok. I didn't see it because I don't get to watch a lot of social media. I have to make it. Was it viral? Because there's a lip to match it. I've got a lip gloss that's blushing lizard to go with it today. I want to be sparkly but regular. So I don't want to build it up too much. I just want like a pretty sparkle. And then we'll line it in a minute. I don't like how high that is. You can, Silver Weaver. I love the sparkles too. I need it to be like not too much though. I should have used my finger. That's what I should have done. Let's get it. It's pretty. Like, is it sparkly? Is it not? Is it sparkly? Is it not? So it was viral here on TikTok. My name is Tanya too, Tonya. Tanya Meisenbach. If you want any history of things, there's even articles where I did like the Daily Mail and talked about our love after believing him. And if you look at the pictures, you'll be like, oh my gosh, why is she always smiling and he always looks unhappy? Or he always looks like kind of just like nothing, you know? And people pointed it out. I never noticed that in the pictures. I would have the biggest smile, and he would just be miserable. You know, miserable. The moisturizer I use is Allies of Skin, multi-peptides. I can't think of the name, but it's the advanced daily treatment, firming daily treatment. But the dark circles, I think you're going to have to use something more like, for the dark spots. If it's melasma, it's not going to go away, which is a deeper in the skin. But if it is a dark spot, it will be not easily, but with time, tranexamic acid. Look at my showcase at Allies of Skin, and they have tranexamic acid. Just look for the one that starts with a T. And it's really good on removing dark spots. Now, Allies of Skin is priced according to how good it is. So pick the thing that you need. You don't have to pick all of them. You know? Why do I not want the sparkle right here? I put the sparkle there and I don't want it there. He admitted it to me when I thought, well, let me rephrase it. He didn't deny it when I was like, why did you do this on purpose? And then he later made a statement that like, you know, just because he was angry, you know? Like, I said something like, so you think people hurt each other because they get angry. And he was like, yeah. And I was like, you mean like setting somebody on fire? And he's like, yeah. It was disgusting. And I can't, now that I'm out and I can see the level of mental illness, it is terrifying. This eye is all wrong. I hate my flaps are bothering me. Like, it's not right. Don't let me wipe this eyeshadow off. It's not right. I have like double. Hey, everybody. If you love makeup, come on in. We've got a really lovely group of people here talking about makeup and chatting with each other. If you think you're with a narcissist, you are at a very minimum with a very toxic person, and you need to leave. Toxic people don't get better. I can hear somebody outside at the front door. Maybe it's the mailman. It's weird living here. Like, I've never had like a mailbox attached to the house. I feel so urban. It's like, why is the mailbox on the house? You couldn't put it on the street? Oh, probably not, because somebody would steal it. I'm not in the hood, but look, that eye's so good. This eye's like, bleh, bleh. I'm okay. I'm okay. I'm healing every day. But it is just absolutely terrifying when you look back and see, oh, that's beautiful. It's the same color. Oh my God. Look at that. Oh my God. That was beautiful. I love that one. That would be beautiful, like my eyeshadow. I feel like I'm about to get a makeup wipe and take this because I don't like, you see what I don't like. I went too high. I think I'm going to double down on it and then try to get it out. Thank you. My nails are getting old. They need to be replaced. They're Gel X. First time getting Gel X. Now look, pretty eye. What the hell happened? What happened? Look, what is wrong with this eye? Is my eye swollen? It is. My eye has been bothering me. I didn't realize that it's probably got an infection. After you're burned, you keep getting, you see enough funny? It's like, what? Oh, a good laugh always helps me too. If you can't laugh at it, just don't even do it. That's how I know too. I couldn't laugh at things back then, right? Things were always a problem. I couldn't reason through anything because your nervous system is completely off, is completely messed up. Yep, they hide it. Usually until you're married or something, but he didn't even do that. He just immediately wanted to move in. Like, I met him right after I divorced my first husband. Or the divorce was finalizing it. I think the second time I saw him, I was divorced. The first time I was pending. The divorce was about to be finalized. But I'd been separated for a while. For like a year. And then he wanted to move in very quickly. And I was like, man, I wasn't really looking for that kind of relationship so quickly. But they make you think that they're such a good, like they're your person. They're the person you've been waiting for your whole life. So what are you going to do? Am I going to be like, oh, let me just stay single because I just got divorced? Which, yes, that was the answer. That's what I should have done. But I didn't. I chose to be like, okay, well, this is my person. If this is the time I'm supposed to meet my person, then that's what it is. And that's the way I took it, you know? But then after he moved in, it wasn't long until he was a problem. He never had any money. He didn't help. He gave me $200 the whole first year he lived there. He bought groceries sometimes. But then he'd tell me stuff like, you know, he only make like $1,000 a month. Can you imagine that? He was a 30-year-old man, and I think this is a good catch. Now, the reason I was okay is because he supposedly had his own IT business, and it was just suffering at the time. He was building websites, and the economy had just crashed, or it's on the verge of complete collapse in 2004. It completely collapsed. I think the collapse was 2006 or something. I can't remember. But so I thought, okay, well, hard times. He's just getting himself straightened up because I've always been a hard worker. How is a person going to not, like, work? Well, he'd be at home, supposedly working on the computer. And now I know he was just at home, like on dating sites, because that's how we met. So you move in with me and you're still on a date. Why? I guess he didn't think I was cute enough or something. And I was pretty cute, but I guess he wanted something different. I don't know. I guess he's just a pig. You are lucky to have a man. I'm sorry for your small wonker, Larry. Sorry. I'm sorry that you have to be an ugly person to try to make up for your shortcomings. Kat gifted a bunch of subscriptions today. She's amazing. That's pretty. Okay, I feel like I'm getting to where I want to be. I'm just going to line it. Big lashes fix everything. So we're going to do that. We're going to put some big lashes on. This is going to be beautiful. And suddenly both eyes are going to look alike. My eye is swollen. It's been bothering me since yesterday. I went to an ESPY Awards pregame brunch in Los Angeles yesterday. It had some players and movie directors and stuff. I didn't even really get to immerse myself in it because my eye was bothering me, and I just, I did the lunch. I listened to the talk that they had, and then I just kind of left. But yeah, that's when I noticed that my eye was a problem. Yeah, they do. I guess, yeah, right. Take lady to lady. I mean, I had a good job. I was struggling with the still divorce and custody with my ex. He was controlling and basically he wanted me back because he had cheated, and he wanted to try to take the kids to do that. He's passed away now, so I don't really need to say anything too much about him. And he's the father of my kids, so. But it was bad. And so I'm going through all that, and this man is just like living with me. And I think he was living with me because he'd gotten this dog. He was living with his best friend before. He's never rented an apartment on his own. I bet he probably still hasn't, or rented a property or anything on his own. And he probably still hasn't ever done that. Everything we ever had, I had to rent, buy, whatever. I had to handle it. He doesn't know how. That's probably why he's avoiding the divorce. My eyes would be perfect if I could get the sparkle to go away right there. Who the hell did Mary or Max is making me think of this kind of people, huh? I didn't see it. Yeah, going through a divorce and you're kind of stunned. And, when he moved in, I thought, of course, that would be a relief too. This is only like a month or two after we met, which is essentially a month or two, somewhere between a month and 2 months. So I haven't even been divorced that long. He's moving in. I thought financially it would be a good deal, right? Because I was already, fighting for the kids. And then he moved in and just didn't do it, right? Isn't that shadow pretty? He moved in and didn't do it. This is Blushing Lizard. You see the little combo there. Wait till we get the lip gloss on. Wait till we get the lip gloss. Because I've got a matching lippy. Oh, guess what? I'm wearing, I don't have any lip on. That's my new lip color because I've got lip tattoos. I can just put it on just to show y'all until we get done. I think, also about Half Magic Beauty, the eyeshadow is in this little paper cardboard container. I don't know how much I love that because I feel like if it got wet, it would be ruined. But it's like earth-friendly and biodegradable. So pretty. Then you wear it with the lippy. Will just look fabulous while I finish my face. I'm almost done. Can you believe I can just put this on my lip? And this is the Half Magic stuff. It's so pretty. Work. That Half Magic, thank you. Look at that lip gloss on my lip. That's my lip. I didn't have to put anything underneath that. I didn't have to put anything underneath it. Oh my God. This is my powder brush that's annoying. This little sparkle that I've got right here is annoying me so much, but I've got to let it go. I've got like double hooded lids because of the way my eyelid is it has been reconstructed, and it just drives me crazy, as you can tell. I'm going to keep it easy, and I'm going to take the eyeshadow out of this Beauty Bible, the black, and I'm going to do a little smudgy line with that. Y'all share the live. We don't have a lot of people now. We got to 272,000. Can we get to 350? Can you share the live? And can you tell me, y'all tell each other if you're survivors of this type of abuse, you know? Because so many of us are. And we're not talking about it, you know? So many of us are. Work. Come on, girl. Yeah, isn't it nice? Just use your eyeshadow. That's what your black eyeshadow is for. In your palette. Do a liner or do a smoky eye with it. That's what the black for. And an angled brush. Just a little angled brush like I would use for, ooh, that got me, that bothered me. Like you would use for your brow, but a little bit bigger. You can really use whatever brush you want. I don't like the way it's going into my corner either. It's okay if you can't talk about it. I have PTSD issues too, especially right now. Maybe that's why I'm so triggered today. I'm bothered by having someone try to take advantage of me, you know, stealing my FB page. Like, why would you do that? You know what I need more than anything in life? Some pointy Q-tips. You're survivors. I'm so glad we're all here. And sometimes you might not realize it if you're dealing with a narcissist. Those things that they're doing are not harmless at all. They are not harmless. Thank you, Shifting. Thank y'all for all the gifts and everything. Y'all are amazing. Those things they're doing are not harmless. They are designed to hurt you. They do not love you. They hate you. They hate you. I spent 15 years with somebody who was jealous of me, out to get me, and jealous and out to get me. And that's crazy. You know, when they say you remember that movie, Sleeping with the Enemy? Yeah. I'm sorry for that, young. And for me, I wasn't beaten. But I was abused every day, emotionally. To the point of almost losing my mind. Yeah, it's a competition. Yeah, you remember that movie? It's a competition that you don't know you're in. You think that person is pulling for you, like you're pulling for them, and they are hating you. You know, they are hating you. And that's crazy to me. I still sometimes can't understand that. Like, how? Why would you bother being with me if you hate me? Mind and body. Yeah, they do want to control your body. They will force you to do it when you don't want to. You know what I'm talking about. That's not normal. I didn't learn that until I got here. I mean, I know that's a topic we probably can't discuss here. But I learned talking to other survivors of DV here after I got to California, because before my main community was only burn survivors. And once I got here and the women started talking about what happened, you know, their husband, oh, he just wants me to do it. I have to do it no matter what. Or he just pushed me down and do what he wants. Yeah, that's not normal. And it's crazy that it might sound crazy to you that I didn't know that, but I didn't know that. My generation understands it to be, this is your marriage. Right, right. You see that? That's what she said. I thought it was normal. Because, like, you think it's just being playful. Like, they're just, oh, we gotta. It's not a romance novel. They're not being playful. They are violating you. I didn't know that until last year. So I continue to learn things by talking to other survivors. Yes, I know Christy. I'm in Los Angeles now, but I'm familiar with her. Her boyfriend threw chemicals in her face. I sat on a panel with her for something years ago. I can't remember what. Oh, a parent, that's hard. It's hard, but you know what I've learned? Like, my parents, like, abandoned me at birth, right? And I was with my grandmother, which was great. I mean, that was a much better situation than being with, than I would have been in if I had been with them. Then it turns out that my father wasn't even my father. My mother, now as an adult, I can see that she was on drugs too. You know, she had to be on drugs too. That's why she just disappeared the way she did. And dang it. When I start thinking, I do things like a giant big black, and I don't have a what? Q-tip. I'm getting frustrated. Let me get a brush. I don't know where my micellar water is. I gotta get organized. I can't be out here doing these lives without my equipment. Let's make it work. Indoor lock on door, couldn't get out of the fridge cabinets. Wow. As a child? Wow. That is amazingly bad. I'm over it. I thought I was having a good makeup day, but I'm having a micellar water day. So I'm putting some dang big lashes. I mean, I'm finna find the biggest ones because big lashes fix everything. They really do. They make you happy and your eyes look beautiful. Doesn't matter if I don't have micellar water to clean it up. Both the same gender, same narcissist. Big lashes fix everything. Big lashes. I think I just got a wall thing that says happy lash, happy life or something. A thing that I'm going to put up right over there where I can see it. Because I wanted the motivational stuff behind me, even though y'all can't read it. Because it says dream, dig, and never give up. Work hard, it will pay off. Stay positive, better days are on their way, and make it happen and shock everyone. So this is what I have to walk by it every day. Because this is it. This is the last career I'm ever going to have. You know, I'm aware of that. I didn't expect to be working right now because I worked my whole life to be traveling. So this is it. This is the shot at 52. This is my shot to build my fortune, and it will be mine. And I do want a fortune. Money does matter. You know, it does. People, oh, it doesn't matter. Well, it does. I mean, you have to eat, and I need the comfort of not worrying about where me and Grady live, you know? Where Grady and I live. Hold on. Gotta find some big lashes. I'm trying to process. Where are lashes? I think I have a bag of lashes. Let me think. Let me think. Where did I put them? Hold on a minute. Y'all love me? Y'all keep tapping now. I love you. Hold on. I love you. Lord, please. Okay, these are big. They're not cat eyes like I normally wear, but they're big. I don't know if this is the right lash. They're super big. They're really big. Yeah, it'll work. They're giant big. I have one dog. One big emotional support pup named Grady. He's out hiking today. I just gotta make sure he and I are okay. My kids are grown. They're I mean, I can't, there's nobody to ask for help. No, and that's what I mean by you got to make it happen. There comes a point where the good Lord says, okay, it's just you and me. Just you and me. Nobody else. Because I've always been with someone. I got married the first time when I was very young. So before, if I was worried about finance, it'd be like, okay, well, there's somebody else to talk to. Or if I was worried about health, if I was worried about whatever, there's somebody else to talk to. But yeah, now I talk to God. And maybe that's what needed to happen, to a reminder who I'm supposed to go to. Okay, I decided to just go a little bit harder on Blushing Lizard. We'll clean it up. It's pretty. It's like blue, purple, pink. Let's go around here. It's pretty. And amen, right? Amen. Yeah, those are the big lashes. Thank y'all. I'm about to put some, I don't know. You know, people come in. I'm distracted by the guy that came in and said, you're lucky to have a man. Number one, I ain't got no man and no man ain't got me. Y'all know what I just said, right? Y'all know what I just said. And I don't know why people are so cruel. Not what I need today. So cruel. There's a special place for you. Isn't it awful? Right? I know who I am. Wake up in the morning and straighten your crown. Y'all straighten my crown for me today. I didn't feel like doing a live. I just got off the phone trying to fix, the hack and trying to process the fact that, it even happened. Because I've been doing this a long time. It's not easy to fool me. I get a bunch of spam emails. I heard another creator talking about it a couple weeks ago. But I didn't heed the warning of don't trust it. But when you have a Zoom meeting, I mean, come on. We got to 300,000 likes. Do you think we can get to 350 before I finish? In 15 minutes? And y'all continue to share. I don't do a razzle dazzle at the end of the show anymore. I don't have all those clothes anymore. I don't have all the shoes. I don't have all the bags. I don't even have all the wigs. But I have my own place and I'm really happy about it, If that sparkle doesn't get off from up here, I guess I'll put it on the other side. Sometimes you just relinquish. Okay, fine. You want to be up there? Be up there. There you go. Be up there. Be up there, bish. Be up there. There you go. You can live there. Right, it'll recover. It'll recover. But I want you to know that's part of this whole thing. You're going to be destroyed after the narcissist. If you've been with them for any amount of time, you're going to be destroyed financially. After I got burned, he's in charge of everything, and that's a disaster. And then and he's in charge of the whole business. So it wasn't making enough money. And then he literally, I think it was 2021, when he wanted me to start answering the phone for the company again, being the office manager again. I was sitting on a couch, still working on learning to walk better. Like don't fall down, walking with a cane. I think he did it when I started creating, when I started doing my makeup and posting looks. Because that's all I would do. I'd do my makeup and then I would post a picture of it and write my thoughts for the day. And I'm just putting some duo lash glue on my lashes and I laid them down. Normally I put it on before I do my eyeliner. I thought I was going to have to do some more eyeliner on top of this eyeshadow, but I don't. It's black enough. That was the Beauty Bible, the Beauty Bible OG palette. And Bible is Bybel. So I'm not going to do any more liner. It's dark enough. I'm laying the lashes down to let the glue get tacky. So it'll be easy to put them on. Mama Bear's still here. You know, my kids used to call me Mama Bear. All the kids and all their friends call me Mama Bear, and they come to the house and cook for them and let them hang out in the basement and cook for them and take them to all the concerts because I worked from home and I could. You know, we had our own business, so I could do whatever. You know, let's go to the concert. Let's leave at 4. Oh, memories. Sorry about that basket is loud, isn't it? I gotta have a different plan. Can y'all hear that car? That's how loud it is by my house. Oh, my dog is going crazy. I got a, this is some Anastasia Beverly Hills brow powder. I just got a white noise machine that is supposed to be for dogs. I haven't, it got delivered while we've been here. So a little bit of dark brown brow powder on my eyebrow wigs. Pretty soon I'm going to have the prettiest tattoo brows, and maybe I won't be wearing eyebrow wigs anymore. Even though they're pretty, aren't they? It's going to take a lot to match how pretty they are. So yeah, I got him this machine that hopefully will help, because on Sundays there's a lot of like motorcycles going by. People ride, there's a lot of motorcycle riders in Los Angeles because they're allowed to go through the cars, you know, like on the highway you can drive between the cars. A lot of states don't allow that, but California does, or at least Los Angeles does. So lots of riders, so they can just zip through traffic. Super dangerous still. But if you hit one, it's your fault, even though they're splitting the lane. So they're driving around here, and on Sunday, they're just driving through making all this noise. You know? Making tons and tons of noise. Now my brow is bothering me. I messed with it until it's not sticking well. This is a brand new pair. More my anxiety sometimes. Moving them around than for beauty. It's just anxiety. Hey, Laura. Oh, lashy brows. I love the TikTok shop. Y'all know I love the TikTok shop, but they're not in there. You need to go to Lashy Brows. One word, Lashy, Lashy brows. And I'm wearing the J-Lo. And you can wear them if you have hair. You just have to trim the hair down. I don't know all the details of that because I've only worn them since I've been burned and my brows were burned off. Hey, first-time viewer. We're finishing up. I am Tanya, Burn Beauty 2018. And I was with a narcissist for 15 years without knowing that was the case. I thought I was just having regular marital issues all the time. It was a terrible marriage. It was miserable. He would disappear. And then after 15 years, he set me on fire. And when he set me on fire, we had been sitting out by the fire pit, and he pretended it was an accident. Like I got into the stream of fluid, and which I did. I mean, I didn't. He squirted it while I was reaching out. I remember that. But he also chased me, squirting lighter fluid and then threw a Zippo at me. I suppressed that memory for years. And I think I was conditioned for that by all the years I'd spent with the narcissist, where you have to constantly make excuses for why they are treating you bad. Right? And so when he said it, I woke up. He told me it was a terrible accident. I believed it. Years go by. You know, he told me, oh, I see how valuable you are and how much I love you, and I almost lost you. And, you know, things are going to be better. I'll take care of you for the rest of your life, and yada, yada, yada. Because I couldn't walk or talk or anything. And then he started stealing my pain medicine, and eventually he didn't disappear at night anymore, but he was disappearing during the day, I'm sure, because he's a cheater. I found extra cell phones. They have, if you don't think they have another cell phone, you think wrong. And still, the one they have is going to be so password protected. They're going to put it in a vault before they go to sleep. Who does that? Everybody knows my password on my phone. I have nothing to hide, you know? And then if you look in their phone, the problem isn't what they did. The problem is that you know, didn't respect their privacy. What? But you look because your instinct and your intuition, your discernment is screaming at you that they're lying, they're cheating, they're whatever. And here's what you have to know is that you're right. They are. And they're never gonna admit it. Even if you catch them with proof in black and white, they are going to double down on the lie and make it be about your insecurity somehow. Yeah, about not respecting your privacy. The stories are always the same. And I didn't understand until someone told me to check out mental illness. And I was like, oh, what? It's a page, right? Lee Hammond. And when I saw those skits and the stuff was like verbatim, I forgot to do my nose. The stuff was verbatim. The stuff that he would say to me, I was shocked. That's how you know it's a disorder. It's all the same story. It's all the same song and dance. One trick ponies. You know? He's not in jail because the police didn't investigate at all. We lived in North Georgia, and I'm brown, and he's not brown. So they didn't investigate, and then I believed the lie on top of it. So, and then when I asked them to reopen it last year, they didn't. They said they were going to, but they didn't. So he's not in jail because I don't matter. My nose looks weird because of my brows. My nose looks weird. I'm gonna put my lashes on in a minute. I gotta do something about my nose. It's not contoured and it's weird. So this is a little thing I got in Ipsy last month, I think. It's by GRWM. G-I-R-L-A Actic. I don't know what the K. Girl Actic. And I got it in my Ipsy, and I really, really like this one. It's a little blush palette. I actually think I'm going to finish my face with this. It's a creamy powder, and it's really, really nice. I'll have to blend in a minute. Yeah, so the stories are all the same, and that's how you know it's a disorder. You know, because when you hear stories of certain disorders, they match, right? But they're always going to tell you that you're crazy, and they're going to tell other people that you are crazy and they're going to use that word. They're not going to say, oh, I think she's depressed, or I think she's some this or that. They're always going to say that you're crazy, and they're going to tell you the same. Yes, God will handle him. You're right. That's what I'm saying. Karma, God saw that. And that's what I've come to understand. There were people telling me that last year, and I was obsessed with, that's very strong. I was obsessed with what I was going to do, how I'm going to get him, what am I going to do? And everyone made it clear that if I was going to come here and have these surgeries, that I really needed to be focused on basically just me. And that changed everything when I realized I could focus on me. I got to do my lashes before I finish my nose. I got to find a brush to blend this and then set it on the sides because we got to skinny down that nose faux show. But my lashes are ready. Do you see how long that took? Right. It changed everything when I took the months to have the surgeries and just worry about me. And I came to a very strong level of peace. And that's what he's trying to disturb by suddenly not paying alimony. And I mean, it made me feel like, God, they will never leave you alone, because you literally set me on fire. It's been a year since I spoke a word to him, right? I filed a divorce. He's upset about the divorce that that I filed, that half the company is mine. He's always said it's my company, mine. Like a 3-year-old, like, it's my ball. My ball. He'd literally say, it's my company. I'm running it. It's my company. But he never ran it. He was always out in the bar. I ran it, and his salesman ran it, They took care of everything. And his crew ran it. So now that I'm like, oh, you got to buy me out, And you got to sell the office that he uses. Dang it. That glue's not going to work. You got to sell the office, and I need the proceeds of that. So that's why he's having a fit now. Because after all he's done, he's still the victim. You can't take my company. The company was created during our marriage. It's community property in Georgia. It's just really dumb. My name isn't on the LLC because he wanted it to be just his. I don't know why. Putting our money into it to start the company, right? Our money to start it, and he still thought it was his. I wrote the LLC agreement, and I didn't worry about it because I know that half is mine. I just didn't worry about it over the years. And now, I'm sure he can't believe that he's got to sell the office. That lash is looking weird. Dang it, I put it in the wrong place. I might have to take this off. I normally wear cat eyes, and that's just in the wrong place. So if this happens to you, it's not the end of the world. You put some more glue on it, lay it down, fix your liner. No big deal. Do not panic. Do not remove all your liner to try to redo it. Do not do any of the things. The second time you put glue on it, it doesn't need as much. Just a little bit. To refresh it. I'm going to refresh them both. I'll show you the lash before I put it on. Because right now, when you first do it, it's blue. You want that to start going clear. That's how you know. But really, just feel it out. You'll come to a point where you understand it. So yeah, now I've got to be bothered with dealing with somebody who thinks they don't need to settle up. That's how evil they are, A normal person, if they had made a mistake, like in a fit of rage and harmed you, would forever be trying to correct that. But they're not. And they would not be lying to you. My YT message keeps popping up. I don't know why. I'm on Do Not Disturb. I don't know why the one notification keeps popping up. Yeah, true narcissist. And he's a sociopath. He's an ex-offender. Do a background check on your people. We got together in 2004. There wasn't so much internet, I think I didn't even have a personal email address. I remember he helped me making a Yahoo mail address. So I had business email. We used the internet, right? But not a lot. And you have to really, I'm never dating again. You have to really, I'm never dating again. Calling Mandy Bud. How are people calling? She must have called me several times in a row to get through the Do Not Disturb. Dang it. Lightning bolts. Thank you, Michelle. Is it Michelle? Thank you so much. They are such bad people. They are such bad people. Let me text somebody because I've got the Do Not Disturb on. Oh, looks like I have an appointment with Dr. Mani. That's why she's calling. She just made me an appointment with Dr. Mani for the NanoFat on next Wednesday. And I need to get a photo shoot done before that because my face will be swollen and red. So, no, I need a $1,000 photo shoot. No problem. The universe is just setting me up for success. It's all right. I refuse to be stressed about this stuff. Thank you. All those worries have never made a thing better. I continue to forget my lashes. I'm so focused on fixing my nose that I can't even think about my lashes. I just continue to forget. Never too far. Oh, did we do 350? Thank y'all for doing the 350. Y'all keep sharing. We had over 1,000 in here earlier. I really need the lives to have several thousand people in them. That is my expectation from the universe. But I haven't been consistent and set a schedule yet. I'm trying to get back in the saddle to do this. What'd you say? Reschedule my, you mean reschedule my hearing? Or my meeting with the talent agent? I got that rescheduled for sure. Yeah, see, that's the problem I had a few weeks ago. Thank y'all for reminding me of this. A few weeks ago, I felt like the world was ending because I missed a meeting to get with a new talent agent. And of course, all I had to do was just go to the next meeting. But I was stressed about it. And now, I don't even remember it. So in a few weeks, I won't even remember this. Thank you. Thank you for being a big fan. Hey, Tasha Brown. Y'all keep joining. Mom is trying to put on her big lashes. I talked all this smack about big lashes fix everything. And I don't like the way these look. And I don't like the way they're going on wrong. I don't have any natural lashes. Mandy, Reed wanted to originally have you in. Hold on. Have you in Wednesday for NanoFat. Then I told him you have a photo shoot Friday. Then he offered Thursday. Good for you? Yes. Yes. Let me send that. Dr. Monty is a super busy surgeon, so I need to answer. Yes. I knew she had to call several times because I'm on Do Not Disturb. And I think it only works when somebody like a contact calls over and over again, right? So I get more NanoFat in my face, which means I'll be super amazing soon. It helps balance your skin tone with stem cells. Thank y'all for all the likes and the gifts. I absolutely hate this lash more than anything in the world. Why do I have this lash? I hate this lash. I don't like anything about it. Looks like my eye is wearing a hat. Guess my eye isn't meant for these. But you see how easy the lash sticks if you let it get tacky? Looks like my eye is wearing a hat. What's that? What's going on here? Trying to see if I can fix it, but I have another pair. I can't keep doing it because I'll mess up my whole makeup if I keep doing this. Yeah, looks like my eye's wearing a hat. Not a good, what's happening? Yeah, but what's that right there? What is that? Maybe I just need to put some, I'll put some liner on and see if that fixes it. I'll put some liner and see if that fixes it. It's a pretty lash. It's spidery. Looks like I got a spider on my eye. But it just doesn't look right. I think it's the lack. If I get some liner over here, maybe I can deal with it. I could trim it, but my eyes are big. I think it's just they're shaped a little bit differently than normal. They're shaped a little bit differently than they were before I was burned. I've got to normalize saying that. Normalize not abnormalizing yourself, right? I'm going to give it one chance before I put the other one on. I got to see something. I used to wear these type of lashes all the time. I guess I've changed. I have evolved into something different. And I can't even find my eyeliner. My chair sounds like it's about to die. Sorry about the noise. Gotta hurry up. See if it works before I put the other one on. Hey everybody, welcome in. I am Burn Beauty 2018, and I am a domestic violence burn survivor. There, I said it one time. Not supposed to. And I'm doing makeup because that's what I do. I guess I'll just have a spider on my eye then. Forget it. I'm feeling tired. I'm just going to have a spider. I should have worn those Ardell lashes I was planning to wear. These are good. They're just not... I've been wearing cat eyes and fox eyes for several months, and I just don't think this looks cute. Y'all think that's cute? I don't know. Let me try the other one. Let me be open-minded then. I came for the fellowship. I came for the fellowship. Thank you. Not for the makeup. Well, I did come for the sparkles. So there's a lot of survivors in here. And I want you to know, no, it's a spider. It's definitely a spider. Okay, they're beautiful. I got to be open-minded. I feel like there's a spider on the eye. But what the heck? Let's do it. I'm not finna go anywhere except to the front door. I'm really having trouble putting these on. And I put on lashes in my sleep. So maybe I don't recommend that as much. It does look, okay, it's growing on me. It's big and curled, right? It's big and curled. It's growing on me. Thank you. So if you're going through, if you're looking at videos and you're thinking, hey, I wonder if he or she is really a narcissist. You know, should I believe this? Wow, that looks familiar to me. That sounds familiar to me. Now what you know that you have to leave. Thank you for following me. Everyone, all the new followers, please click on the heart. I wanted the fan club to be like 500, but you have to click the heart to do that. Up there. I want it to be 500. I'm trying to learn more and be a real professional live streamer. Because I did it from 2023 to 2024. Then I took a year off, and a lot changes when you take a year off. Goldrin, yeah. I would love to do that, Goldrin. We got to give hope, and I want to give education. I want you to have hope for yourself, but I don't want you to have hope for that narcissistic relationship, because it will not get better. It will not get better. But your life will. I'm happy. You know, I'm going through some things right now, but ultimately, I've gone through a lot and over the past 20 years, and it was really bad because he would make it even worse. He was like a third child, not a husband. You know, he was like a teenager, disappearing all the time, temper tantrums. Where's my socks? He's got millions of socks and he wants to know where they are because I need to run the business and make sure his socks are clean. You know, even though I'm doing more work than he is. Run the business, run the family, get dinner ready. Where's my socks? And if he doesn't have them, have a temper tantrum. Why don't you wash your stuff? But this is, do you feel that? If you relate to this, it will not get better. Your life will get better. The relationship will never get better because they can't be any better than that. They are not good. They are, and I don't think they're in control of it. There's very few self-aware narcissists that are teaching us a lot, but there's very few of them. And that's because it's not something you should have an expectation of. Yeah, wish them well. You know, they will hurt you. It's not just emotional. Given the right moment, you might lose your life. I almost did. And I would have said, I was one of those people who would have never thought, like, I would never think he would hurt me. He would never hurt me. He's protecting me. And then I realized he's never protected me. He was always telling people lies about me. You know, if they're doing something to you, dang it, they're doing something to you, best to believe that they are telling their family and friends that you're doing it to them. It's so twisted that it took me so much time. And I figured that out by looking back at old texts, because I have all my old texts. My iCloud loaded them back in. And looking back, he would say weird things in the text to me. And it wouldn't make any sense, but I would know, like, oh, please don't do that, Tanya. And it's like, I'm not even doing that. He's doing that so he can show somebody how he texted you about it. They're sick. All they're worried about is messing you up. Believe it. That's all they're worried about. Smile. I smiled. Oh, I forgot my lash again. See, this is why I need those hormones and some of that medicine that you take for absent-mindedness, for ADHD. Thank you, love. But don't turn the screenshot into some weird AI thing that talks. That freaks me out. Don't turn it into something. Can't believe anything anymore. You know, I'm shocked that I got bamboozled on something that I thought was a deal, a job. But half the stuff you see isn't even real anymore because it's created by AI. You see people saying things and you think that's them, but it is not. And they do it to creators all the time. And people have always enjoyed making content about me because a lot of people thought I was really stupid, which I guess, I don't know if that's the right word. But for believing him, people told me from the beginning, hey, that's not an accident. You know? He works overtime. Yeah. Thank y'all for the fan club. We're going to get to 500 soon. I know the fan club builds your favorability with the TikTok algorithm. I know it does. Subscriptions and fan club. That's why Kat is always so kind, is to give subscriptions. Thank you. Mandy is definitely popping off with some text right now. Or some calls. There's no plastic surgery emergencies. I don't like this lash. It's sticking out. It's bothering me. Loophole in the system. That's what? Yeah. Should be illegal. I wish we could find a way for this emotional abuse to be considered a crime. Because coercive control is it's like Stockholm Syndrome. It's calculated. They are hitting you with their words and their gaslighting. I think there is one state where coercive control has been added by someone someone campaigned in some state, and I don't know if it was Oregon or Washington or something, for coercive control to be considered, a ruse. Because it is. It really is. Even if you didn't get set on fire, you have been abused. It is changing your life. I was suppressing it and completely in denial. And I thought I remembered, y'all, just to understand where I was. I remembered reaching out and the spray of lighter fluid. And I suppressed the rest. So when people told me, I was like, no, I remember what happened. I know what happened. I was there. I remember everything. I didn't remember anything. I remembered reaching out, and then I remembered everything he told me as I was waking up from the coma. So I've been in a coma 2 months. Your mind's a little wonky. And my mind was already wonky from the narcissistic deal. Those lashes gave me a run for my money. These are not for the faint of heart. I don't like the way they're sticking. I guess they're not bendy enough. The ones I'm using are not the ones that I buy in the TikTok shop. These are ones I just grabbed that were older and they look like them, but I bought them from somewhere else online. Yeah, I'm okay. It's hard to imagine that somebody set you on fire and you still believed in them. And then you realize that that person hated you the whole time. They set you on fire, and even considering it to be an accident, you forgave them with the, like, pure-heartedly forgave them. Never, what is happening? You never complained. You never said anything to make them feel bad about the accident, And then you realize that it was on purpose and they hate you. That was a lot for me, you know? Say, she crazy? No. And that's another thing, because I'm brown and he's not. The North Georgia Police, Johns Creek Police Department, closed the case the same night. Maybe it was the same morning. I got the 911 call was at 8:09, and I know by the next afternoon they had closed the case. No investigation. I was never questioned. They didn't even look around. They just said, oh, and I'd been drinking, so had he. There's wine out there. Oh, well, just an accident. But what they overlooked was that I had called the police a year and a half earlier because he rammed my car when he was having a fit of rage. So when I say that it wasn't physical, what's wrong in my eye? It wasn't physical until it was. And once it got physical, it escalated so quickly. What is wrong in my eye? And so they had been called out a year before, and he was charged with aggravated battery, 2 counts. And they did that because they saw his history as an ex-offender, I'm sure. And so they overlooked it. Just an accident. You know, we've been called out here before, and he was charged with 2 counts of aggravated battery. But it was just an accident. It was a flare-up. And, you know, I believed it for so long. Nobody ever really sat down and explained to me that it couldn't even be a flare-up. But I could have investigated after I got well enough to read. But I didn't investigate. I was comfortable in my suppression and denial because I didn't know where else I was going to go. It's really irritating. And something is in it now, and I don't know what. I was like doing fine, and then something fell into it or something happened. So, dang it. I guess I just have to be done. Big lashes fix everything unless they defeat you. I'm going to leave it like this and let the glue set and then just tight line it. Right. I didn't know after I was disabled, it might sound crazy to y'all, but after I was disabled and the memories start to come back, actually before the memories started to come back, and I just started to see like, wow, he's still messed up. I didn't understand it because I didn't understand narcissism, but why is he still doing all the things that he said he wouldn't do anymore? Every time they lie to you, you believe them, you know? That's why people think you're not smart, but they don't understand what it's like. They don't understand that it's not a lie, it's gaslighting. And by that point, you are doubting your reality. You are doubting, when they tell you you're crazy, you believe them because you feel crazy. Your mind, your body is just so dysregulated. So everything just builds upon itself. Thank you. Well, I got to let this flash go. I can't see out of my right eye right now. But I'm glad I showed up today. I'm glad I showed up anyway. I'm just going to finish it. I cannot see out of my right eye. You see how it's sitting different than this one? But I got to let it go. I can't deal with it. That's one of the things I normally have to even up because of the way I'm so... Thank you, Lala. My necklace, the The green one I got at a fundraiser for homeless veterans at the end of May, and it was just like a guy with a table that was selling certain pieces because they had an auction and everything. But this was for sale. It was only $100, and it's so pretty. It's sterling silver with 18 gold plate. I haven't taken it off since I put it on. Thank you. Please know that you are welcome here, and that everything they're telling you is not reality. I have lost some weight. I'm working on that. I'm trying to listen, I've got an agent now. I'm in LA and it is stressful. I do a lot of red carpets and I'm not trying to look like anybody else, but I definitely want to look like somebody out there. You know what I'm saying? My grandma always told me, you look like somebody. I want to look my best and feel my best. So my next big thing, my next big accomplishment has to be big weight loss. And I've been messing with that for years. I also need to get myself some hormones. He wasn't behaving, he was behaving like himself, which is temperamental. They have outbursts like a child. Hate it when I look up like that and then my eyes don't close. Hate it when people see that. Well, I'm feeling very open today. He wasn't acting any kind of way. We had been arguing for a few weeks before it happened, and he, always expected me to immediately forgive him, and I didn't. And I had gotten a job as a realtor, or not a job, I was a realtor, and I was starting to be successful at that. So that's ticking him off. I work hard, I study hard, I learn things. If I do something, I do it all out. I'm not going to fail at it, and he hated that. I don't think I trust this. That seems too bright. That's very corally. I'm going to skip it. That was in my box too, but I'm not feeling that today. I'm going to go with this one. That was Bisha. It's clearly an attempt at it to be what do you call it? A knockoff. I can't think of the word right now. It's clearly supposed to mimic someone else, another brand. It's not that nice. Not that nice at all. I picked it because, I wanted to see if it was a good, what do you call it when it's a fake? I can't think of it. It's a very pretty shade. Mitzi Mark wants me to try it. I call her Mitzi Mark all the time. She's like, I want to see it. Now I already put some of this on. All right, we'll put a little on. We'll put a little on at the back. Hold on. It's a little darker. So I've got this one, and I'm going to keep it kind of up front. So I already put some on. This one has a cream that I'm not going to use right now because I would layer that, and a powder. So I'm going to use the powder. Let me see. Well, okay. So it's not as pigmented as some blushes, right? So I really don't have to take anything off that brush, which is interesting. It's okay. So I have the ones that they're trying to impersonate because I can't think of the word for when something is an imposter. But it's pretty though. Yeah. Yep. Knockoff. Dupe. Thank you. I could not think of the word. It looks nice. It doesn't have a mirror. Or maybe it does have a mirror. I have a tendency to say things don't have a mirror when all I really need to do is take off the sticker. But no, that really doesn't have a mirror. Maybe. And the cream is kind of waxy because I tried it. It's just kind of waxy. But okay, that's where you're going to get your pigment. You need to build it. It's not bad. I know the color is pretty. Blush, 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 blush. That is pretty. Thank you, Mitzi. She's like, put it on. Thank you, Mitzi. She's like, put it on. Mitzi loves some makeup. She's like, if you don't put that on, girl, I'm on. pop you, like my grandma would say. Girl, you put that on. I gotta remind me to tight line. You like the lashes? Okay, thank you. They're giving me trouble today because I haven't been able to focus on them. Y'all think it's pretty? My right eye's swollen. Y'all think it's pretty? It's pretty. It's pretty. It's pretty. It's pretty. I've been on this live a long time. Everybody's like, what are you doing? Sorry I've been on so long. When I'm doing makeup, it's therapy for me, and I would often just be sitting alone doing makeup, you know? That's how I healed from the burns. That was my project because I couldn't hold my brushes at first, you know, just do this because half my hand is numb. So I would practice until I could hold my brushes. And isn't it amazing how that ends up now being how I support myself? And I've been doing makeup my whole life, but not for money, not professionally, not since I was much younger, you know, like at a makeup counter, which, you know, doesn't really count. I mean, it can count at the Met counter. Don't get mad at me. Don't get mad at me. But you know what I'm saying. It's pretty. Oh, that Mitzi. Mitzi loves some bright blush, and I always mute mine down, but I got to get into hot girl summer with this blush, right? I have got to wear brighter blush because that's so pretty. It like gives you life, doesn't it? Gives your whole face a whole bunch of life. The necklace, I know. Oh, and so the cross necklace is made by a jeweler in Georgia. And the clover necklace, the OG clover necklace, was purchased at a fundraiser in the OC in Orange County at the end of May from just like a guy at a table. So I wish I knew his name because I've gotten so many compliments. I normally don't do green. What brush? Did you say what blush or brush? Blush, I used, this blush, I got it in my Ipsy box. I don't know if it's in the TikTok shop. I love the TikTok shop. It's by Bisha, Bisha. Look that up, Bisha. It's an indie brand that I'm not familiar with, and it came in my Ipsy. The color, it's an essential duo. I don't know what color it is. Bisha. Bahamas colorway, I think. Bahamas colorway, Bisha duo. Bahamas colorway, Bisha. Look it up. Sometimes the things I get in my Ipsy, I can't find anywhere else. One of my favorite blushes I got in an Ipsy box, and it was so hard to find it to buy it. So search Bisha. This lighter one is by Galactic, again, an indie brand from my Ipsy box. Girl and then ACTIK. And I really like this. I like this cheek palette. It's a good bronzer, good blush, and a good highlight. That's stunning. Thank you, Mitzi. Let's line a lip. I know we all want to go. Everybody that's moderating for me is just watching, like, when is she ever going to stop? I don't have anything else to do. I don't want to sit around worrying. Idle hands are the devil's tool. Right? Idle hands are the devil's tool. So I'm not going to sit around idle. Look, this is my lip color now. Not well, it's got the blushing lizard on it some. I'm trying to take it off so I can line. But the pink, I got lip saying, and do you know she's doing it pro bono, just like my surgeons? I contacted her. I'm not saying that she'll do it pro bono for everyone, but through the building an association between her and the nonprofit that brought me here and gave me surgery. This is a ColourPop liner, and the color is Brouhaha. Is that an eyeliner or a lip liner? That's a lip liner or an eyeliner? I think that's an eyeliner. All right, okay, stop. You can use it both ways. If you can use it on your eye, you can use it on your lip. But using it on your lip does not particularly mean, if you can use it on your lip, that doesn't mean you can use it on your eye. Okay? Does not mean that. It has to be safe. Yeah. Thank you for finding a lip liner. Thank you. Thank you. Let me get a real liner. If you can't tell, that's where my mind is. How have I been lining my lips all week, ladies? The lip liner. That's not even all of them. These are the ones I found so far. These are my good ones. These are like my MAC. MAC. I'm going to use MAC. The lip bar is great, but I don't have that in front of me. I'm going to use Night Moth because I can. Thank y'all for all the gifts today. I'm about to cut out because I know I've got all my people working overtime today. Night Moth by MAC. Guess what, y'all? I picked the color for my lipstick with Metaluso. Have you seen Metaluso on TikTok? It's an indie brand. And the lady is now a friend of mine. Oh, that's beautiful. Thank you, Anna. And she's now a friend. And she's in the LA area, which is crazy. She contacted me while I was in Georgia with PR and the idea of, we had conversations and, putting out a lipstick, a Burn Beauty lipstick, right? And then we kind of had to back off because where'd all the start writing go at the top? What happened? Is this stuck? Where'd all oh, there we go. I was like, what happened? My phone looks funny. So y'all keep tapping. But we had to take kind of a hiatus because I needed to move. Nobody knew publicly what was going on in my life. People, my friends knew. So we put it on hold, and then we met a few months ago. We had to put it on hold while I moved and had surgery. And now we want to follow through, like commercials, press releases, all the things. She's given me a script. I just need to get it done. And I know the universe is telling me to focus on that because I really need it to get me through until I can get this divorce settlement and get away. I cannot wait until it's the last time I have to be bothered by anything that person has done. I need that peace just to be rid of him. You would? It's a red. Do you remember MAC Viva Glam? I'm going to do more colors. I'm going to do a pink also. And a dark berry. But if you remember MAC Viva Glam, it's going to be very close. It's a red. It's super glam. And everybody can wear red. Line it with brown if you're not obsessed with the look of a deep red. Line it with brown. But you got to have a good red. And I'm going to stand on business on that. And a good mauve, a good red, a good mauve, and a good brown. A berry brown. So there will be some special releases, but the standard one will be a red. My lip is a little bit crusty. I didn't realize that. It's still peeling. It's actually way more than a little bit crusty, so it'll be a little wonky. But you get the idea. Yeah, he dodged service. I was set on fire by my narcissistic, soon-to-be ex-husband in 2018. He sent me papers for a divorce in March. I didn't have the money to hire an attorney because it's $12,000 to $15,000. So I just couldn't do it. And while I was having surgeries, I couldn't even think about doing it myself. Even though I'm a paralegal, I just didn't have the bandwidth for that. I just had to think about stay alive, heal, having surgeries every 3 weeks, major surgeries every 3 weeks, you know? This is not stuck. That's why it looks wonky. So anyway, he sent me papers, but the papers were like a ridiculous offer. Like, we have an office for the business, like a physical office. It's actually a house, but it's used as the office. And he sent me a ridiculous offer, like he would sell that in May of 2027. May of 2027, which I assume is when the loan pays off. And I figure he doesn't even understand that he can sell it before it's paid off and pay it off at closing. He knows nothing about business or life, you know? So, because like, why would you want to wait until you pay it off? You don't have to pay it off in advance. But I don't think he knows because he's never even rented a house. So he sent me an offer for alimony until death, marriage, or such time as I cohabitate with another person romantically. That's not normal. Don't agree to that if you see it on your divorce papers. It's death or marriage, because I'll live where and with whom I please and still have bills to pay. So he's just really still trying to control it. So he put that in, and then alimony, and then he's the sole. Oh, thank you, Paul. And then he's the sole owner, and that he would be the sole owner of Atlantic Tree Professionals. Like, not buy me out. No. Igro, please. Ninja, please. No. Thank you, Andrea. So then it took me until May, because I was having surgeries until March. So it took me until May to file the documents myself. And then he dodged service. Because he probably thinks, thank y'all in the hair. This is a wig by Outre, a synthetic wig by Outre. I can't remember the name of her, though. She's on my Azon store. You know what that means. Another platform that delivers stuff. Can't say the word. But, yeah, so I filed it. He dodged service, and he probably thinks he can delay the thing altogether. But it just delays it a couple of months. But because he's angry, then he stopped paying the alimony, which is rightfully mine, because the business, he should be giving me half the proceeds of the business every month, right? But he stopped paying it this month to try to be a problem. Best wig you've ever worn. I think so too, love. I think so too. It's my favorite, and I don't wear it enough. It's the right length, right? I used to wear my hair. Actually, you know what? This is how I used to wear my hair. Oh my gosh, look at my lippy. Y'all check my Azon store for it if you want one. Or I'll look it up and get the name before I wear it again. Blushing Lizard by Half Magic Beauty. That is pretty. And then I've got the Blushing Lizard eyeshadow. Right? So I've got Blushing Lizard eyeshadow and Blushing Lizard. Lip gloss. That's pretty. Hey, Scotland. Y'all all around the world that have been supporting me and this platform forever. Me and the moderators and everybody that makes it happen. Really appreciate you. You know? It takes a village to do this. Man, they used to have to fight to keep people from insulting me. They probably still are, and I just don't see it. Thank you. A little bit of highlighter, because highlighter always wins. See, that's a pretty highlight. This is in the Galactic palette. You can do your whole cheek with this palette, and I really like it. Good indie brand. It's not too much, you know. Ooh, I'm hot. Y'all don't know what it takes to sit in a chair and do a live, like what it takes out of you. Or maybe you do know if you do them. It's exhausting. Like you're sweating. It's like you've been running a marathon. Probably the lights and just the intensity of keeping up with everything, you know. Thank you, Terry girl. I think this is pretty. This is not a typical look for me. Y'all like the lashes. I'm not the biggest fan. I prefer the cat eye on me, but I'm not going anywhere, so why change it? I'm literally going nowhere. It's the bronzer. I feel beautiful. What do y'all think? Oh, and when I do like the red carpets, I always put a little right here. Like if it's a nighttime red carpet, a little bit of that highlight right there. Oh my word, it makes it cut up on the when they're photographing you. Ugh, it cuts up. Let's spray it. I'm going to use my ColourPop Pretty Fresh Hyaluronic Peptides and Niacinamide setting spray because I need to keep the glow. I wish I could find my what is it called? Patrick Star? My one size powder melt. That would have been really good here. But the ColourPop is the next best thing to melt all the powder I put on. I did not use a finishing powder today because it's luminous and I have enough luminosity. Look at my lip. I'm so happy. I'm not wearing Benetint. I'm not wearing Benetint. My lip is actually pink. Y'all just been walking around here with these pink lips this whole time while I'm struggling. Kidding. I think lip gloss is my new favorite thing now that I have the lips. So I love y'all. I'm done. That was my rant for the day. Sometimes you just need to speak it out, release it, and carry on. Keep showing up for yourself. You can't stop. You got to keep doing your thing. You got to keep fighting for your dream. You can't stop. This isn't Miss Jellyfish. Y'all, this is Half Magic Beauty, Blushing Lizard. It's probably, Miss Jellyfish is probably Fenty's answer to this. But now Fenty has a unicorn lip oil, and I don't want to buy it, but I'm going to. I can't buy it right now. But, take my money. Oh, maybe they'll send me some. So this is Blushing Lizard. My blue ring is on my Amazon store, if they still have it. It's Ross Simon's. So it's affordable. Blue topaz. I guess. Is it topaz? I don't remember. I think, yeah, topaz. Faux diamonds, bro. It's like 20 carats. I don't wear colored contacts. I wear regular contacts. This is actually my eye color. I have hazel eyes, but kind of a dark hazel. Sometimes when the light hits, they do look very, very green. I love y'all. Thank you, Mitzi, and thank you, Kat, if you're still here. Thank you, Mitzi. I know it's a long day. But I just needed to recalibrate, you know? Sometimes you need to go, be with your people. Yeah, kind of honey, yeah. But they do have the green in them for the hazel. They look super green sometimes. My grandma used to say, oh, when it rains, your eyes are green. Because when the outdoors, whether it's sunny or overcast, well, they don't actually change colors, but the old timers would say they did. You know, that was fine with me. If she said it now, I certainly wouldn't correct it. Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. I do have the green. They're like brown green mixed up. Thank you. They don't really have the rings of the color. They just have little flecks of green in them. I don't know who my father is, but I wonder if he has the same eyes, you know? I'm going to smile. I'm in thank you. Thank you, love. Thank you. I'm in Los Angeles, but I can't say exactly where because the person who set me on fire still walks free. I'm not sure what my favorite fragrance is right now. I use so many. I tend to lean in. I don't think I have any new ones. I did like Michael Germain. I don't know. Sexual Noir is what it's called. I know it sounds kind of crazy. Thank you, Christine. Oh, thank you for that. Thank you for all these. What's free? I used to have scent. What is it called? Scent Fix or something where you get like a subscription and you get a fragrance every month. But I canceled it. Yeah, Sexual Noir. I love that scent. I like Lancome. I can't remember the name of it. It's purple. They sent me one and I really like it. I get a lot of comments, but it's strong. Yeah, I want to get my subscription back, but my budget. Once I get the divorce done, he thinks he's going to delay it forever by not signing, by not accepting service. But I already filed the affidavits, an affidavit of non-service, and I filed a motion for temporary support. So if I can just get through the next month, I'll be okay. I just got to make the rent. I got to make the rent. That's what I'm channeling. Y'all just channeled that with me today. You reminded me who I am. Straighten my crown, get it done. Didn't I say that? Your ex is walking around free. What did I say? I don't know what I said. Ooh, I don't know what I said. Thank you. My ex is walking around free, so I can't say exactly where I am. And when you say Los Angeles here, it incorporates Los Angeles County, which is ginormous. He's free because he wasn't. Oh, what's free? Oh, I got it. He was never questioned by the police. I was in a coma. Then I believed him. I asked him to reopen the case last year, but they didn't really do anything because they're the ones that dropped the ball. But then I was able to show him my documents to Face Forward, and they have people that looked at them and the doctors, and they're like, yeah, that's definitely not an accident. Thank you, Christine. I'm like, yeah, definitely not an accident. Thank you, Christine. Thank you. My God, thank you so much. Oh, wow, y'all are amazing. I don't want to cry again. I know I get punished for crying on TikTok. Thank you. Thank you for the gifts. I know he's coming back soon, friend. No, we were sitting by the fire pit. Look at those. She's hitting my goal. Thank you so much for doing all that, Christine. We were sitting by the fire pit, having some wine and a cigarette or something, and then I reached out to put a steak on. You could cook on the thing. And then what I remembered was getting into the stream of lighter fluid, because he always used to squirt the lighter fluid a lot, because he has a thing with fire. He's a pyromaniac, like his mother. But anyway, I digress. So I thought it was an accident. But then the memory came back of him chasing me. Thank you so much, Christine. The memory came back of being chased with the lighter fluid and him throwing a Zippo lighter at me. We had just renewed our vows a month before in the French Alps, and we had been in Geneva, Switzerland, and bought this Zippo lighter, and it was red, and it was like the Swiss flag, red and white, with the cross on it. And he thought, oh my God, that's beautiful. Oh my God, what is this? Oh my God. That was amazing. I need that in real life. Yeah, Grady's out hiking. When people say, why did he do it? I know it's something I thought about for a long time, but you can't apply reason to an unreasonable person. So there's no reason why anybody would ever set another person on fire. You could always, if you don't want to be married, you could walk away. If you're mad, you could walk away. Why would you set someone on fire? But I think, he's just a narcissist. He's a sociopath. I think he'd been thinking of hurting me for a really long time from some other memories that I've had. I think I was fortunate that he didn't kill me unalive me in my sleep, and shoot me or something and pretend it was. I think he continued to tell people I was unstable so he could, sometimes they feign that you did it to yourself. I think it gets that deep. I don't really talk about that much, but you can apply reason to it. Thank you, Sylvie. I thought so long, why would he do this? Why? There's nothing you can do to make somebody attack you. There's nothing that can happen in the world that makes them attack you, except being unwell, being a sociopath. And they don't have rhyme or reason. That thing, I got to get one of those purple things. I'm going to wear that around all the time. I need to be writing a book. As soon as I get some medication for my ADHD and some hormones, I'll start writing. You take it back. I want a Netflix original. That's what I really want a Netflix original. Yeah, my memory came back when I started telling my story every day on TikTok. I kept telling my story, but then the picture in my head didn't match. Because I told the story so many times and it started to not match. I will write. I want a Netflix original. I'm registering my story with the Writers Guild so no one can ever make a movie about it without paying me. Because that happens. You don't get included and somebody makes a movie. Netflix original is what I want. But I guess I got to have a book too. I don't know how to write a book. I'm a good writer and I don't know how to begin writing it. Maybe I just start. Just begin, right? Just begin. This makeup is pretty. I'm going to take some angles. Half Magic Beauty is so pretty. It's what on my lip? Yeah, the shine on my lip is Blushing Lizard by, what's his name? By Half Magic Beauty. I keep putting it on. Yes, the Netflix original will happen. I'm in a position now for everything to happen. I just need to get through a little hiccup over the next couple of months where I'm stressed about how I'm going to survive on my own. And that will correct itself. And then I've made it enough to work with an agent, a big one. And hopefully I'll get commercials and print and just, I need to do several things. Before I go, I'm going to get off now, but I need to make sure the story is told as a cautionary tale for other women and men dealing with the narcissist, and hopefully it will save lives. Maybe it will bring clarity to some people who are wondering what's going on in their life. And I also want to address beauty standards. And beauty standards get set in Hollywood. The movies you see are what make you afraid or question a facial difference like mine. Because I had never seen anyone with a fully burned face until it was mine. And then it took a long time before I saw another person. If you did see a person like me, it would be on film and I would be a villain. You know? The good concealer, Charita, try the Color Pop. It's in my showcase. If you click up here where my name is, and then click on showcase, the Color Pop Pretty Fresh Concealer. It's very creamy, very hydrating with hyaluronic acid, and it's very affordable. I think it's about $10. I love it. I get a color that matches your skin tone, and then 2 shades lighter to do your highlight. It will happen. It's all going to happen, and I need to make an impression as to beauty standards because I know I feel beautiful, but I'm not the villain, and I'm not somebody to feel sorry for. I'm the main character. I'm the leading lady, so I need that to happen, and it will. I've got to let everybody free, so I love y'all. I'll be back. Let's do tomorrow. I need to come back. I need to show up just about every day. I don't think I have an appointment Friday, so I have to do later on Friday, but tomorrow check my schedule, tomorrow at noon. I don't think I have anything on the schedule. Tomorrow at noon to 3. I will not go too long this time, and I'll show up on time. Thank you for all the subscriptions. Thank you for all the gifts. Thank you for just listening. Thank you. I love y'all. I can't see all your comments. I don't have kids with him. They're from my first marriage, and they're grown. My son is 29, my daughter is 27. Have a great night. I'll see you tomorrow live at noon Pacific Standard Time. And I love y'all. Remember that whatever you're going through, this too shall pass. Love y'all.